You are now unmuted. Be polite.
Yay!
Hey.
Polite.
We shall be ever so polite.
Nice to meet you.
Splendid. well, ladies and gentlemen, those who know better and those who know worse, welcome to a lovely evening of Blades in the Dark. With me are these delightful persons. If you'd just like to remind us who you are and who you're playing, we'll start with Benjamin.
Hello, I am Benjamin. I am playing... Oh god, who am I playing? Cray! I'm playing Cray, the delightful ex-gangster turned bard who likes to play tunes to the ghosts.
And the Knowless gentleman. Who are you playing?
Yep, I'm Knowlessman. I'm playing Frost, ex-railway laborer, current cultist, and I don't know. He's got a hammer. I can tell you that about him. And he hits ghosts with it. Tries to.
Splendid. And the delightful Summer Bee.
Hey, I'm playing Richard Scarey, who is also known to his friends and enemies as Craven Dick, and his sidekick Buckley the Hound, who's also called Muttley a lot. So they are hunters who turned to gambling and got in trouble and escaped to Duskfall, I believe the place is called, and joined up with the cult. And yeah, they're trying to eke out an existence there, hiding from those who are hunting them.
Hunters and the hunted.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Delightful. Well, we're on the main screen now, so everyone can see your Discord portrait, the feed from the Roll20, and of course, your character names and character pronouns, and your own names and pronouns. I'm going to drop this
For a
voice.
second there, I looked at it and I saw it saying survey. I was like, oh, Bree, you've got a survey on your screen.
Yeah. Our survey says Summer Bee's downtime activities weren't as successful as she'd have liked. But, you know, she's got that clock mostly filled in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I forgot someone's character's other's name was Richard Scarey.
It was worse, but I vetoed it.
I don't recall
Okay.
what I had come up with first.
To be fair, I've forgotten as well. Anyway. So, yeah, we're here for Blades in the Dark, the game where everyone, except the GM, is playing gangs, doing daring heists and heisting things. Obviously, not the entire crew's here today for various reasons, because who has time to book, who has time to get like 6 adults on a call together these days?
Are we supposed to be adults?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, yeah. Hey in the chat, Nick, how's it going? Yeah. Hope you're feeling a bit better than you were, and I hope you enjoy the show. But yeah, you're going to be... Speaking of, you're going to be following... Well, obviously, as per our petition, we'll start with the cold open.
Frost.
Yep, Frost is especially qualified here. So, we open in the headquarters / temple of the Order of the Orb. It's the dead of night, and everything's quiet. Well, not entirely quiet. All that can be heard is the quiet squeak of Spectre slowly and methodically cleaning his infiltration tools, trying desperately not to become affectionate towards the smell of the polish he uses. The rest of you, however, are in bed. Sleeping. I imagine some of you are snoring.
Richard definitely is.
I imagine Cray's snore is quite melodic.
Curiously,
I haven't really thought about what Frost does. Nah, I don't reckon he would snore. He'd be like eerily silent almost.
terrifying.
It's like Is he alive?
Exactly.
Yeah, and he's probably one of those people who sleep with their eyes open sometimes.
Oh god, yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
In it, well, maybe not as much as Spectre, but in any case, let me just roll a dice quickly. So, Richard, as you toss and turn in your bed, you're having a bizarre dream. The streets of Duskfall are familiar, but everything feels strangely warm. There's an impressive light beaming down from the sky.
God, it's odd. What is that light?
Cray, similarly, you also find yourself on the streets of Duskfall. The sun is beating down on you. Now, you've been with the cult for a while, and you've been embracing the spiritual side of things, so you do know this is maybe a positive sign. You aren't entirely sure what the cult's relationship with the orb is, but you think it's positive. You think. And Frost, similarly, you can feel your hammer, carefully strapped to your back, fighting a losing battle with the heat of the sun. And
You mean it's melting?
no, it's not melting. It's just like, your hammer's got a bit of supernatural coldness to it.
Oh no, that's me.
Okay, fair enough then.
The hammer is just a silly gadget. The ice power, the not exactly ice powers is Frost himself. But
Okay.
yeah,
Okay then. Well, in any case, you're all stood not too far from the temple, and you can actually sort of see one another. I'm going to say, Dick, you're on one side of the sort of canal, and on the other side, Cray and Frost.
did we do it? Did we bring it back?
Where's
Frost would
the
be
others?
wondering that.
As you speak out loud, you all sound as if you're right next to one another.
This is weird. What's going on?
I think
You gotta-
that Cray definitely wouldn't clock that this is a dream. Like, it's awful bright and warm, isn't it?
Just like it was that day on the boat,
Yeah.
on the ship.
What?
You
the-
wouldn't know about this, Dick, would you? But no, this has happened before.
Agatha, she summoned it.
Yeah.
Oh,
The sun.
was it as weird and scary as it is now?
Yeah.
Drat.
Okay.
Double drats.
It's our purpose.
Yep. And as you're having this conversation, you the scent of burning, the scent of smoke sort of enters your nostrils, and you realise on the canal between all of you is a burning boat.
Where did that come from?
Well, that explains the smell of the smoke.
As Bark
I don't
set
remember.
another ship on fire.
I don't remember us burning that one. It sank.
Is
Oh,
it
the
a
order-
boat that we recognise, or is it just a generic boat?
I forget if the Order has burned a boat after Frost joined or not. Probably. Yeah. Okay, no, I think we burned the one that what's his name, Corso used at one time.
Okay, what I'm
We
going
were-
to need
the
from
boat
you,
was-
I'll need a roll from
Oh.
one of you to work out what you're seeing here.
Richard's got a point in survey.
I got two of them.
Yeah, that would be better.
Okay. Risky standard.
Yep, risky standard.
Okay. Bonus dice 0. Survey says
Nice.
6.
a lot, whatever it is.
A success without any complications. Okay, no, Frost, you sort of see the boat. It looks familiar. It looks vaguely familiar, quite similar to the boat the Order of the Orb has. And then it clicks. You know, at some point in the past, a member of the Order you never met before he died, an alias, was it part of a grand scheme to spread the gospel, as it were, of your deity? And in doing so, well, you quickly see what he did as the boat explodes and everyone on board dives into the water and swims to the shore, all manage to safely swim to the shore.
Oh shit, didn't realise there was people on there. Whoa.
Don't worry, everyone was evacuated safely. And of course, Alias managed to mostly avoid the blame. Richard Scarey, you realise next to you is just roll for gender. Yep, is a gentleman in a suit, standing up straight with folded arms. He's wearing a bowler hat and smoked glasses.
Hi. Who are you?
He doesn't answer. He just continues to watch the burning debris of the boat.
What's so special about this boat, gentlemen?
You do notice he's holding a clipboard.
Can Richard survey to deduce what is going on?
Yep, certainly. Risky standard, roll away.
Okay. Richard has no clue.
As you try to get closer and look at the clipboard, the figure suddenly slowly turns towards you and fades away into smoke. And with that, you all wake up in a, well, it's not a cold sweat. In fact, you're feeling quite warm under the covers.
Oh, that was a
not
dream.
again. Why must I always wake up like this? Muttley, it's your fault.
Wait, what? Did you two have that dream and all?
So maybe if we burn more boats, that'll bring the sun back.
Alright, it will bring some sort of warmth and light, won't it? Probably need a bit more fire to bring the whole sun back, though. See, I've been doing some studying, right? And this whole orb thing, right? Some sort of magical thing going on, or something, right? So maybe that was like some sort of magical vision from Alias or Agatha or one of the other like predecessors of the cult, right? It's a vision. We're supposed to use it somehow. Who was that bloke? Because you two were there and all, right?
Yeah.
Richard, who was that bloke that was next to you?
Okay, at this point, you all sort of are able to picture the gentleman quite clearly in your minds. If you anyone wants to roll anything, this will be a fortune roll, so don't worry about consequences.
I'll make it a study.
Okay, sounds good.
Fortune roll, is it? Roll fortune. There we go. Ooh, there we go.
Okay, a 6. Okay, I think roll 20 must like you today. Yep, you actually recognise this as a fairly prominent gentleman. It's I've completely forgotten what name I chose for him. Sorry.
Oh, you haven't told any of us yet, so.
It's Dr. Ursery. Sorry, yeah, it's Dr. Ursery. And he's the head of the Insurers Guild.
Ah, fuck. Why would the orb be showing us insurance people?
Okay.
Oh man,
Boat? Oh, for fuck's sake.
those guys are
Yeah.
even worse than the gamblers I've dealt with.
Yep, you will be aware that somewhat infamously in the he's kind of become a saint by this point within the cult. But Elias basically committed insurance fraud when he destroyed that boat, and successfully not only made a tidy profit, but got the order a new boat.
Yeah, Bark talks about this shit all the time. Fuck. All right, we I think we need to deal with this bloke then, eh? Where's Spectre when you need him? He's going off him, mate.
Yep, in fact, you'll realise the normal, quiet but persistent sound of Spectre cleaning his tools is gone.
Well, maybe he's already gone ahead and done it. All right, back to bed then. We should probably make sure, though, right?
What do you think might have happened? I mean, it was just a dream, right?
Nah. This is a vision. Like, dreams you have on your own. Visions are like a shared thing that something in the universe wants to show you.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I guess you're right. Oh, we should go check this out.
Alias has this unfinished business, shall we say, that we need to apparently finish.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Well, we got to go take care of this insurance issue.
Okay, well, as you sort of emerge into your rooms and sort of, I guess, head to like the lounge or the study or whatever, you do actually notice the room to Spectre's, the door to Spectre's room is open. I can words.
Empty, I presume?
Yep, it's empty. It looks like he's packed up his tools and gone somewhere. And what you do know is Spectre's quite meticulous, so he wouldn't have left anything related to a job he's on out. But there is a file left open, sort of on, like, there's a bedside table, there's a bed. It's not actually entirely clear if he ever sleeps in it, but there's a file open on it.
It isn't possible they could have kidnapped him, is it? I mean, he's probably the least kidnappable of us all.
Yeah, man, you ain't sneaking up on Spectre. Come on.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
It's occurs to you that if Spectre left, it's probably of his own volition.
Yeah. And he could easily have snuck out without anyone seeing him. What's in this file?
Okay, so the file appears to be a sort of a side project of Spectre's. It basically meticulously details various sort of observations, comings and goings, as Spectre tried to get to the bottom of why salesmen kept finding your front door.
Oh, yeah.
And his conclusion: the Guild of Insurers, led by Dr. Ursery, is gunning for you because of the actions of Alias. Their plan being to slowly sabotage you by using basically sort of leading people to your front door, destroying the secrecy of your hideout, and in the hope it will make the authorities able to smoke you out.
Oh, fuck.
How do they even know about us? What kind of deal did Alias make with them?
I mean, man, like, these these insurance types, right? They're meticulous, very good at finding stuff out.
Oh, so they probably know all about the cult of shit. Well, drat. That's really bad food.
Well, the way I see it, right? We could either completely destroy them. Probably quite a task. These insurance people, they have things tucked away for insurance purposes, right? Maybe we find a way to discredit them or like throw them off the trail or something.
I think we've tried to throw them off the trail before. We might have to go at them directly.
Maybe we could scare them off.
I'm sure we've tried to scare them off before too. I think that was the last thing we
but
did.
like properly, you know. Like we know, like if we just go in there guns blazing and kill them all, like there'll be something like there'll be like a note with the journalists that will be like, in case of my death, open this letter, and it will explain everything and reveal it all. So we can't just kill them.
Yes, then that might not be good for us.
What if we just take care of this Dr. Ussery specifically?
Yeah, but how? If like I said, if we kill him, there'll be something tucked away for insurance purposes, won't there?
Well, what if we find that something and get rid of it?
Oh, who knows? Who knows how many of these things he's got, right? How about we leave a little something with him to make sure that he leaves us alone, like a little ghosty friend or something, maybe. Maybe a bit of a curse.
I keep forgetting. Do I still have that bottle with the original Morgan with the original Marvin in it? I can never remember. At one point, we were doing downtime, and I got haunted by, like, the original Marvin, not our Marvin, but the Marvin that got Marvin the first time before our Marvin got Marvin. That one. And I can never remember what I did with the bottle. I put it in a bottle. I can never remember what I did with it.
Yes, I do believe you have the original Marvin in a bottle. What a phrase.
So yeah, there we go. We sneak into his office. We say Pokeball go, and that's his problem.
Yep, invoking the popular sport of Pokeball, a game of violent tackling and careful bluffs.
I mean, it sounds like a plan. As good as any other.
Okay, so your plan is basically to torment this banker with a ghost. A novel concept, surely.
You shall be visited by one spirit who has no idea who you are.
Okay.
Sounds fun, though.
Yep. So, sounds like you finally found a reason to roll a cold for this.
Hey.
Yeah.
So, in record time, let's get to the engagement roll. Would anyone like to do the honours on roll 20, or shall I roll it manually?
Why don't you roll it? Go for it.
Do we know anybody who can help us get close to an insurer or something? I know I don't have anybody.
Richard has a physical friend. I don't think that person will come in handy here in particular.
Make your case.
If Dr. Usury is old, something doctor, Oh, he is a doctor. Well, I don't know what kind of doctor he is. I don't know why he's called a doctor.
Is it a medical doctor? If so, maybe Melvir does know him.
Well, if you want to find out, what do you want to roll?
I guess it's a survey again for me. I don't think hunt is really applicable here.
Or a consort or something of the sort.
Yeah, well, Richard has nothing in that.
Okay, so survey's more for analysing, so if you're going to use it to try and interact with a contact, it's probably not going to work as well.
Interacting with a contact. That's not something Richard is good at.
It's definitely a resolve thing, interactions.
Yeah, I mean, can do consort, but just has no points in it.
Yeah, I was in the same situation for a while with trying to use my contacts. It just kind of is what it is.
Okay, well, yeah, Richard will try to contact his friend Melvir the Physiker and see if they might know Dr. Usury and where to find him.
Okay.
So consort?
Yep, consort sounds good. We'll make this risky standard.
Yeah, I think Richard's gonna push himself for this.
Okay, take 2 stress and add an extra dice.
Or move up from worst of 2 to 1 die, I guess.
That's correct, if you don't have any dots in it.
Yeah, I don't have any dots in it. It just says risky, standard, and then bonus dice 0, but then that should be 1.
Yep, increase that to 1.
Okay. Let's go to roll.
Unfortunately, that's a failure with a consequence.
What?
So, you head to the sort of offices of your physical friend. Open the door, and you find he's being shaken down by some wraiths. You are walking on him, tied to the the chair behind his desk where he consults with patients who've walked in off the street, being worked over with some brass knuckles. He looks up towards you as you walk in the door, and the 2 thugs who are working him over turn towards you,
Hey,
glaring
what
from
are you
behind their
doing
masks.
here? Nobody's a good guy. Why are you attacking me like this?
What's it to you?
Well, he's a friend of mine. So, if you don't want to get in trouble, you better shut off.
Friend, you say? Well, maybe you can help us out. Well, maybe you can help him out anyway. If you know what we want to know, maybe we can leave him alone.
Well, what do you want to know?
Well, we think he knows some friend of ours. Maybe a friend of his knows him. Order of the Orb mean anything to you?
I might have heard of them before. What are you looking for them for?
Well, we used to have a nice drinking hole. Not too far from here. They burst in, attack our boys and girls, convince the landlord to sell up. Now they're saying it's their turf. We need to find where they're based and send a message. Say,
I think
I didn't catch your name.
Richards has caught on that this is a situation that he doesn't want to give any information in, and he's just going to go into an attack. If that's possible.
Okay, you're going to attack. What do you want to use to attack then?
Well, I think Muttley basically knows that based on Richard's body language that they're going to attack, and so Muttley would also use his Arrow Swift's power to attack, and then Richard would attack with Hunt, I guess. No, wait, that's
Yeah, this sounds good.
Prowl.
Well, it's not Hunt and Prowl are more for sort of careful, considered, stealthy. I mean,
Hunt, yeah. I mean, attack with precision shooting. He's just going to shoot at them with his.
Yeah. Opening fire with Hunt sounds
pistols.
good.
Yeah.
Yep. And because it's 2-on-2, because you've got Buckley, we can we'll say that's fairly normal. We'll call this risky standard.
Okay.
Yeah, risky because nothing's making it particularly dangerous or controlled. Standard because it's a 2-on-2 fight, so that's even odds.
Okay. Could a devil's bargain be taken for this?
Yeah. Well, obviously anyone who wants to can suggest one. For my part, what can I offer you? Devil's bargain.
How about your doctor friend gets injured?
Yeah, tell you what, your doctor friend might decide that you're a bit too dangerous to deal with, at least until you can convince him otherwise.
Okay. I think that's reasonable. I'll take the devil's bargain.
Okay. You can add another dice for that. Sorry, another die for that. Roll away.
So risky standard one die. On Hunt. Okay. Oh, there we go.
Okay, so that's a 6. That's complete success, so you're only going to get the Devil's Bargain effect. So, I'm going to say what you do is, you expertly draw your pistols, you put a bullet right next to the head of one of them, right next to the knee of the other, and it's pretty clear you could have just shot them dead on the spot. They get the message and quickly leave.
Richard rushes over to Melvir and unties him. Oh gosh, sorry about this, man.
Richard, look, I know I owe you, but if this is the kind of attention you're going to attract, I'm sorry. Just don't come around here for a while, okay?
Okay, man. I understand. I just wanted to ask, do you happen to know Dr. Usury?
No. The head of the insurance guild. He's not that kind of doctor. Sorry.
Ah, well, was worth a try. Okay. I'll see you later. Take care of yourself, man. Let's get out of here, Buckley.
You too. Good luck dealing with yeah.
We'll manage. Thanks.
Okay. And yeah, unfortunately, but with your failed roll, you didn't get anything out of that interaction.
With the failed consort. Yeah. Yeah, so it goes.
Okay. Anyone else want to try anything?
How about if Cray likes hanging out in ever since he became somewhat haunted himself, he likes hanging out in graveyards and stuff. Would he be able to like chat with some ghosts or chat with the dead and try and find anyone who's been like wronged by this insurance doctor in the past, and like try and find some angry ghosts at him and that sort of thing?
Yep, this sounds interesting. What do you want to roll?
I assume this is a tune.
Yeah, I think definitely for talking to ghosts. I'll say this is because you visited this graveyard before, like you've done downtime here. We'll call this We'll call this a controlled standard roll.
Ooh. No, I've only got 4 stress left, so I'm not going to push myself. Let's go for it. Oh, it's a 6. Nice.
Oh, damn. Okay, yeah. That's a success with no complications. Roll20 really likes all of you tonight.
Alright, it's going to turn on us soon enough. You watch it.
Yes, and then there'll be my moment to strike. But yeah.
You have far too much glee in your voice as you said that.
Okay, so the ghost of a sort of young woman appears. She's covered in massive basically she's got a massive she's sort of standing with her back to you, but her head's pointing towards you because her neck's completely broken.
Ooh.
And but she looks kind of cheerful about it. And she's just sort of spinning her head around wherever she wants it. And she looks at you, and she sort of manifests and says, "Yes, I know that name.
Usury, eh?
Dr. Usury. He sold life insurance to my family, but they didn't get a penny. Said my death," and she twists her head with a rattle, "was natural causes."
So, some weird ass natural causes you got going on there, love.
Well, apparently snapping your neck when you step in a bucket, slip down a pier, fall in a ship, and then trip into a net is perfectly natural.
I used to know someone called Annette. Wasn't very natural, that one.
It sounds like your friend would have a good career in writing books about being fish.
So, I guess you got a bit of a bone to pick with this Dr. Usury then.
Yes.
Yeah.
My soul craves vengeance. To defend, to deny, to decompose.
Well, it sounds like we've got a bit of a common enemy. You fancy tagging along to help us out on a wee job? Get some own back on Dr. Usury?
Would you like to roll to convince this ghost to back you up on this? Like, if you fail the roll, you're only going to get information from her, but I'll give you a chance to sort of convince her to tag along.
So
Yeah,
I have Ghost Voice, the special ability, which allows me to interact with ghosts or demons if they're normal humans.
Yep, this is why you're having this conversation.
Can I then use sway rather than attune?
Yep, that sounds good. We'll call this a risky standard.
This is my bag, baby. Ooh, good thing I got those 3 dice.
Okay, that's a success with a complication. I will assist you as you wish, but in return, can you help my family?
Oh,
They
absolutely.
are surviving on barely anything. If you could spare the coin. Basically, this ghost will join you if you are willing to pay 2 coin to her surviving relatives.
I mean, the cult can definitely spare some resources to help the needy, and yeah, maybe they are people that could become a bit of part of our family. You know, your family, our family, all one big family.
She twists her neck with another rattle.
It's
They are
it's
my
still going in the
family.
same direction as well, just clockwise every time.
Yeah. She's like the most excitable, disturbing owl.
Could be she's giving us a hint to a safe combination.
Beware the glass of water within the safe. Sorry, that's deep. Sorry, that's yeah. Well, you know, that's the source book for Blades, but anyway. Yep, you've secured the allegiance of this ghost for 2 coin.
Good stuff.
Anything else?
Knowles, did you have anything you wanted to do?
No, that's yeah. I didn't really have anywhere to start, but you seem to have no, you seem to have gotten somewhere.
I mean, any information might be handy. Like,
Oh yeah, that's right.
Richard figured out that he's not a medical doctor. Maybe
Yeah, Frost. I don't think Frost. Either of the people that Frost knows is gonna know anything about this guy.
Well, it doesn't have to be someone you know, right? You could do your own actions to, like.
You can just do a
I don't
general
know.
study, I think.
I mean, you don't have to roll anything if you don't want to. You can just,
Yeah,
you
true.
know, avoid the risk.
Yeah, I don't really have any good ideas for it. And Frost isn't really the kind to consult with ghosts. He's usually just focused on fighting them or trying to put them to rest, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, bad news for this heist.
Usually, yeah.
Okay then, let's get to the engagement roll then.
Do it.
Yeah, usually there's
Okay.
like questions that you ask about it, right?
Yep. And we're going to get to them as soon as I remember what page they're on. Because would you believe I've put sticky notes in my copy of the rule book for everything except engagement.
It's always something, right? You never find what you need. As easy as
Yep.
it should be.
That's why guys gotta have a specific set of
Oh.
notes for like reminders that are like universal.
Oh wait, my bad. I did have a bookmark for it. I just didn't label it.
What you need is bookmarks for your bookmarks.
Exactly.
Or labels for them at least.
Anyways, that is 1 for sheer luck. Would you say this is particularly bold or daring?
Hard to say. We don't know what kind of security situation the guy might have set up.
No, the Insurers Guild is quite a prominent thing, right?
Yeah, it stands to reason they'll have something. If anything, the fact that we're going in kind of blind is sort of bold in itself, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, your plan's not particularly complicated. So, you know, your plan is just to go in, sick a ghost on them, watch the chaos unfold. It's elegantly simple, so I'll say that's neutral, so you won't gain or lose any dice there.
Fair.
That's fair. It is kind of like this game's version of TPing a house. Chucking a ghost
Yeah.
ball in it. Or,
Yes, you know,
Molotov.
Yeah, you know, just
like
the classic kids prank in Duskfall. You know, yeah, just put a ghost in your enemy's house, watch as the supernatural terror destroys them, possessing their very corporal form.
Yeah. Maybe closer to this setting's version of firebombing. Come to think of it, it's a bit more than TPing.
Yeah. Yep, you throw when you had if you had a problem, you threw a ghost bottle, and then you all had some new problems.
And so did whoever you threw it at, for sure.
Yep. So, does the plan's detail expose any vulnerabilities in the target? Hit them where they're weakest, perhaps?
It might expose them by accident, but we don't know where those weaknesses are yet.
Do we have reason to believe that the Insurers Guild is particularly equipped to deal with ghosts or spirits?
Well,
We don't know, do we? So, yeah.
Would you like to make a
probably be
fortune roll to see?
stretch.
Fortune roll to see if you do know.
they would have incentive to be, gonna think of it.
I mean, yeah, they're common enough here that you would think they would know how to deal with them.
We'll say for free that you do know that generally dealing with ghosts is something you either speak to the canal workers or the railjacks about.
Canal worker. Not the, what the hell, not the Grey Wardens, or the Grey somethings? Or just the Wardens? What are they called?
The spirit wardens you're thinking of.
Yeah.
The spirit wardens are more about preventing ghosts by destroying corpses.
Ah, okay. I wasn't
They
sure
don't
if they
deal-
also got called in to deal with...
They're preventative rather than
Yeah,
curative.
yeah. They consider that sort of thing beneath them.
So the Insurers Guild might have an alliance with one of those two factions.
Interesting to hear that the canal workers would be...
Yeah,
connected
it's
to that
because
kind of thing.
it's because bodies tend to get dumped in the canals. So they usually, a gondolier is that. So that's the word I was trying to think of. Usually, runs into a ghost or two in their lifetime.
I don't know exactly how the fortune roll.
Basically, it's just a roll to see what you tracks something that's completely out of your control. So there's no consequences for it. It's just basically how much information you have available or what someone else does.
Yeah, the engagement roll kind of determines what kind of foot we're starting off with in regard to how the mission is going.
Yeah.
When
Some are asked
that
about the
started.
fortune roll, not an a fortune roll, not the engagement roll.
So could we use a fortune roll to try to gain information on whether the Insurers Guild has an alliance with the
Yeah.
canal workers or the rail check?
Yeah, go ahead. What do you want to roll?
I assume that would be a study.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just sort of hit the books and see if you can find out who's dealing with whom.
Richard doesn't have any dots in that. He does have survey. Could also be survey, I guess.
Survey, yeah, maybe survey would be more sort of staking out one of those and seeing if there's any people meeting each other, that sort of thing.
Actually, yeah, I could use that. I got, my bodyguard benefit thing is, that one does +1 effect, but it's still, yeah, I could maybe do survey to kind of stake out the place for a bit. We have to know where this guy is. We have to find out where his office is. Do we know that? Is that public information?
Yeah, the office of the Insurers Guild is pretty public, as is the headquarters of most of the guilds.
So could I do survey maybe along with Craven for a little bit of a stakeout and preparation, or would that be flashback? More likely?
No, yep, you can do that. You can do that if you want to get the information. Although if you're actually doing an outright stakeout, it sounds like it's less of a fortune roll and more of a normal roll.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because there's an element of risk involved.
Or casing the place, I should say. More like that,
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah,
Like not
you
waiting
can-
to ambush somebody.
Yep, you can case the joint if you want. We'll call that risky standard. If one of you wants to help the other, obviously that's going to cost you 1 stress. But to give them an extra dice.
Yeah, Craven will help Frost.
Right.
Okay.
And Since I'm
Risky
gathering info to and sorry,
Yep, go ahead, sorry.
when I gather info to anticipate possible threats in the current situation, well, it's a future. Well, current situation is close enough, right? Like we're in the area. I get +1 effect.
Yeah, I think, well, it's explicitly supposed to be bodyguarding, so I think that's more supposed to be like an immediate threat. Like, not
Yeah.
sort of a stakeout sort of thing, more like, enter the room,
Or
look,
chasing- yeah.
scan the crowd, check, see if anyone looks a bit
Alright.
aggro, sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Well, my survey's okay even at base anyway.
Okay, that's risky standard. Don't forget your bonus die.
Oh, right, for help, yeah. Risky standard, 1. Okay, come on, roll 20. Survey says.
Okay,
Hey.
that's a... You can't keep getting away with this. That's a 6, so success with no complications. Yeah.
Oh, is that,
Basically, what you know is...
okay. I thought that was my old roll from before. It usually takes a lot longer.
Yeah. What you know is there's no sort of formal alliance between the gondoliers or the railjacks. If anything, they have to, they have to be insured themselves, and they're not on the best of terms.
So as far as we know, the insurers aren't insured for ghosts.
Yeah, basically, like, they just rely on the spirit wardens doing their job to dispose of corpses. And, if someone else unrelated to them gets haunted, that's not their problem. If anything, it's proof that, they're just doing fine. No insurance payout for you.
Okay, so that's an opportunity.
Yep, so overall you learn they don't really have any particular supernatural defences. And since that's now known, I'll say you can have a dice for it.
Nice.
Okay, are any of your friends or contacts providing aid or insight for this operation?
Did I get a name for that ghost lady?
Oh, let's say her name is...
Named a lady ghost at the moment.
Vivian.
And her family name as well, since we're going to be helping out her family.
No, we've known a Vivian.
Yeah.
Oh, we have? Okay. I was just thinking of Vivian from
There was a Vivian in
Paper Mario
the first episode that
2006.
Knowless and I were on, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vivi.
Let's say... Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, like the entire Big Bad and entire arc was called
Yeah.
Vivian. Let's say her name is J... Sticks.
J Sticks. Cool.
No, wait. J. Stygian. Yeah, J. Stygian.
Dig in.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, she's our ally in this fight.
Yep. Along with one Marvin grenade.
Oh fuck yeah.
Okay.
We got a J
but
grenade and a Marvin grenade.
yeah, but unfortunately, I will say that because the Insurers Guild are actually actively working against you in this, I'm going to say that's offsetting it. So 0
makes
dice overall. And any other elements you want to bring up?
Maybe I'll have to save the Marvin grenade for something else. I don't know if OG Marvin wouldn't know anything about the cult because he got Marvin before we knew Marvin. I'm just starting over again.
Yeah.
Never
Get the
mind.
thing
That
for-
that all
Until both
transpired
of us-
centuries ago.
Yeah, those centuries, huh?
Yep.
All right.
No, don't we get a thing for cult operations?
But
Oh
I
yeah, we
think
might get something to
yeah,
do with the cult stuff. being
yeah,
influenced. I
your
don't know.
Osiri does get you extra coin for occult operations, I believe, yes.
I'm gonna have to
that's
take your
coin,
word for it.
not
I don't
for
trust
the
my computer to
engagement
open
roll.
the crew tab, the sheet.
Don't know if there's any
Yeah, nothing on
anything
the
that gives you
engagement
bonuses for that.
roll. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, hang on. Playbook. Yeah, I don't think you got anything
Yeah, no.
else for that. You've just got the Yep, here we are. The Church of Scientology. Your Osiri, +2 coin when you carry out an occult operation because it causes your followers to hand over dough.
All right. Let's do it then.
Okay. So you're rolling 2 dice. Not your best roll, but could be worse. One day I'll get that 0 dice roll. Sorry, 0 dice engagement roll.
Yeah, and then we'll crit it.
Okay.
Like kind of
That-
screwed up.
That is a 3.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
So, yeah, you've sort of you have the church drop off some. Okay, out of interest, by the way, who's marking off the coin? Is that just Cray's coin, or is anyone else going to help him with that?
I've only got 1 coin to give, so
Richard's
Oh.
got 1 coin.
I thought it was going to be either Cray or the guild coffer or the cult
yeah. How much
coffer.
we got in the guild coffers? 'Cause
Yeah, the
Oh
cult.
yeah,
probably take it out of that.
yeah. You
do.
can use the cult coffers as well, of course.
Yeah. Oh,
Cult business.
there we go. Okay, done.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, 'cause we're
So
gonna
yeah.
top up with the earnings later anyway.
Oh yeah. Before I forget, what's everyone's load?
I typically go light, but I might go normal on this.
We're going in after hours, right? Or we're going to try to.
Yeah. Just a reminder: light is you just look like you're in your street clothes, nothing suspicious. Medium, it looks like you're up to something. Heavy, you're clearly off to war.
Or after a job, anyway.
Yeah, I'm going medium.
I'm tempted to go ahead. Ooh. Oh, there's burglary gear. Normal might still be enough. I'm gonna go heavy. Just in
Okay,
case.
heavy. All right.
Got like a duffel bag.
Richard's going normal.
Okay. So you're going normal, except for Richard, who's going heavy. Sounds good. So yeah.
Frosted one heavy.
Oh, sorry, Frost. Got my wires crossed there. So yeah. Yep. So you head over to the insurance. Just the sort of offices of the insurance brokers, and it's you do see a light in sort of one of the higher offices. So someone of at least some importance is there. Whether it's Dr. Ursula, you don't know. And your ghost friend sort of emerges from the shadows. She floats around. Her neck, her head's spinning, making a rattling sound. She's very excited at this, you see.
We might want to bottle her just to be safe.
Yeah.
I don't really fancy bottling another ghost, mate. Honestly.
Yeah. I mean, you could try and convince her to go in the bottle, but you haven't had that conversation before the engagement roll. So,
Good. She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
yeah, as you're sort of looking the building down, deciding what the best point of entry would be, there's a scream as a couple of passers-by see your ghost floating in the middle of the street.
What did I tell you?
All right. Well, I think that's I think it's go time. Jay, you want to just like slip in and start having a poke about, I guess? See what you can get up to.
Okay. And she slowly starts floating up to the window. You hear a cry of, "Call the blue coat! Call the blue coat! Get a railjack! A railjack!" I'd settle for a gondolier. Do you want to do anything about this?
So I think if we're wanting to like put the ghosts in there and just let them run amok, I guess what we're needing to do is to run interference to stop anyone getting out or getting in. So if someone's like trying to shout to get help or whatever, then we need to stop them from getting help.
Yeah. Richard's going to flash his electroplasmic ammunition towards those people and go, "No worries. I'm here to hunt this ghost. We've got it all under control. No need to call in anyone else."
Okay, what do you want to roll to convince them?
Oof. This is not Richard's strong suit whatsoever. I guess that would be a sway.
Yep, that sounds like a sway. Risky standard.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'm going to say it's risky limited. Because, there's a crowd, they've just seen a natural ghost floating in the street. They're terrified.
Oof. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe Frost should speak up as well. Just kind of try to convince them that we're already here to deal with the ghosts. We're like a private ghost hunting company or
So
something.
yeah, that's basically what.
Okay,
Richard
well,
was
if you...
So don't try to agitate things. You'll just agitate the ghost more. We have this under control.
Okay, so what you can do here, you can either do it as a group action, so someone can lead, and I'll take stress for every failure. Or you could, one of you could just try assisting the other, so obviously spend 1 stress to give them an extra dice. It's all up to you.
I have one dot in command, so.
I swaying is my thing. So like I could be the one to lead the action. I can be like presenting you two as the ghost hunters.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Like,
Oh yeah, that would make more sense.
I'll get out
Okay.
my violin and I'll be playing our theme tune and stuff.
We're gonna
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
invent a ghost hunting company that doesn't exist even in the setting.
Okay,
It
out of
would
interest,
not
Cray,
sound
what is the theme song? What is this company whose theme song you're going to be blaring out then?
I guess
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters are taken,
No,
Ghostfacers are
we are not
taken,
going to get
episode of
sued here.
Supernatural.
It'll be,
It's probably-
Cray first.
we're gonna be the Spectre Smashers. Do-do-do-do-do-do. The Spectre Smashers.
Sounds good.
Okay, yep, so Cray, you're trying to convince the crowd that you're the Spectre Smashers, and you're already here to solve this problem. So, what are you rolling, Cray?
I'm rolling sway.
Okay, Cray, roll sway, and well, everyone roll sway. For every failure, Cray is going to take a point of stress,
Okay.
but you'll be able to take the highest result.
Nick and chat. The what, Ben?
This is risky limited, but you can, if you want, you can obviously trade position to effect if you want to make it desperate.
Well, so I'm using my special violin, right? And I have the mesmerism ability where I'm going to attempt to also make them forget what has just happened.
Oh, yep, I like this.
Don't forget that I have 5 dice to resist somebody else's consequences using resolve.
Okay.
So, yeah, can we justify that being a standard if I'm doing that?
Oh, go on then.
Hey.
I'm not shaking the nice GM allegations, but I'll get there eventually. When I destroy you all.
Ooh, it's
Okay,
four,
that's
at
a
least.
4.
Can we push ourselves or anything else on this, or is it just...
That was
yeah.
done before
You
the
can
roll.
put,
Group actions, can you?
Oh,
I think you can if you can push yourself on your individual roll.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Richard's going to
I
push.
think. I don't know if you can push yourself during a group. Oh, right. Where we're doing a group. Okay.
Yeah, this is a group one.
Yeah, so you're all rolling individually, but the highest result is what matters, and obviously, Cray
Do we
is
have
going to.
Do we have to all use the same action, the same stat?
Yep, you'll have to roll sway.
Oh, well, that's gonna suck.
So risky standard, and for Richard, 1 bonus die from pushing.
Okay, that's a 5. That's a pass. Ooh, but that's a failure from Frost.
Okay, so I take 1 stress, right?
Yep, you take 1 stress, but you can take that 5 from Richard.
Cool.
So yeah, you introduce yourself as the Spectre Smashers and cheerfully play your theme, while Richard and Frost sort of wield their anti-ghost weapons. The crowd sort of calms down a bit, but as a complication, a few of them are going to stick around to watch the show.
All right, just
Okay.
stay back. We got this under control. It's all handled. All right, just don't get too close.
Can I resist that for the sake of using this ridiculous build that I stumbled on ages ago?
Okay, how do you want to resist this consequence?
Let me see. I guess by lying or something and saying that if there's too many people around, it might attract more ghosts.
It might get dangerous. All right. Look at this guy. He's got a huge hammer here. Careful.
Yeah.
Stand back.
Okay, and how does this ability work again? Sorry, Frost?
Okay, so assuming that when you protect a teammate, which is a capital P, which, if I remember right, that means specifically resisting the consequence of... Oh, I don't know if it counts as a consequence of somebody else's role, if it was a group action, but it's led by somebody else.
I'm
think-
still resisting the consequences, right? So,
Yeah, well, mechanically, when you
it's a
resist, you
win-
basically take the consequences onto yourself. Well, when you protect
It
a
says-
teammate, you take the consequences onto yourself, and then you can resist or not.
Yeah, the wording of his bodyguard is when you protect a teammate, take +1 die to your resistance roll, and the other ability that accidentally combos with it is when you make a resistance roll with resolve, take +1 die.
Okay,
So both of them, in theory, if both of them apply here, then I get +2 dice to my resolve thing, and I have 3 dots in resolve.
okay. Yep, that sounds reasonable. If you want to roll your stress, then.
Okay, I think I click resolve,
Yep,
and I have...
yeah, it's basically you start with 6 stress and you deduct the result of your roll from it.
Yeah. Bonus dice 2. And come on, 6. Or crit even. It's like 5 dice. You're not supposed to have this many.
Okay, a 5.
5.
Yep. So yep, you take 1 stress to resist this consequence.
all those dice and those six.
Yeah.
Up to 3 stress. I had 2 to begin with.
Yep. The rest of the crowd just sort of heed your warning and wander off.
And they'll all get home and forget they saw us.
Okay, the street is now quiet for now. What would you like to do?
So I guess like want to keep an eye on, like, see what we can see of what's going on in there, and contain it.
Okay.
Try and shepherd it as much as possible.
Oh yeah, since you're still on the street, by the way, I'm going to start a 4-part clock. Fill in 1 slice already. more witnesses show up. Because, it's still a street. People are just going to wander down it eventually.
Mm-hmm. As far as getting in, is the door locked?
Yes.
It's off there, I was right.
Okay, it might look a little bit... I'm trying to work out whether it would look less legit if we smash our way in, or if we use actual lockpicks which we can have. It's under burglary gear.
Well, Richard, you're good at like scouting and stuff, right? So maybe you could have a look around, see if there's a sneakier way in.
I think that's probably Tinker, though. I don't know if any of us have Tinker. Or Finesse. It's probably Finesse. Somebody should have Finesse.
I guess Richard could prowl his way inside.
Yep, that sounds reasonable if you want to use prowl to try and find another means of entrance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Richard's gonna do that.
We'll call this risky standard.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 4. Success with a consequence. So, you sort of look around and you quickly see an open window on the sort of first floor, so you'll have to climb a bit to get to it. That's the first floor, as in the first floor aside from the ground floor, just to clarify, since, that can vary from country to country.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And, yep, I'll say you're easily able to climb up to it and just throw down a rope or something for the rest to climb up.
Okay.
But for a consequence, just as everyone's sort of climbing up through the window... Okay, we can forget about the clock. A very nervous-looking man in a suit sort of comes barreling down the corridor. He sees you. He already looks pretty scared about something. What would you like to do?
Is this Dr. Usury?
It is not, as far as you're aware. Oh, yeah, you did see him in a dream. So yes, you know this isn't him.
It's not him. Definitely not him. Okay.
And we just got up there. We're not still climbing, right?
I'll say one of you's, two of you have just entered, and the last of you is just hopping through the window as this happens.
Yeah, I've probably got the heaviest dust, so I'm the last one climbing up, I think.
Yeah, I'd probably say that Richard is out in front because they were up first, right?
That's correct.
Mm-hmm. So I assume that Buckley made his way up with Richard. So Buckley would be by his side as usual.
Yeah, you can just have like a harness or something to carry your doggo up.
You get up there and the dog just somehow appears by you. Like, I don't know, he can climb probably.
I think Richard would just could I say that Richard is still holding Buckley from going up?
Yeah.
And then Richard yells towards the man. No worries. My dog just got in here, so I had to come get him out. I'll just be right out in a moment. Just gotta calm him down.
Okay. What would you like to roll for this?
Buckley is just barking barking up a storm. I mean,
Surely
that
the dog
would
just
be
ran up the wall with his super
again,
speed.
I assume.
What's that, sorry?
Again, I assume this would be some kind of deception again, which, again, Richard is not good at.
Yep, this is your plan.
Well, I mean...
I will say off the bat, this is going to be a desperate roll. Because really...
It is desperate.
So good news, you'll get some XP towards actually getting something.
Maybe could get some help from Cray with a
First
sway.
of all, what are you rolling?
I guess this has to be sway.
Yep. We're going to call that desperate standard for now.
Yeah, I don't really have much stress left to spare, to be honest.
Yeah, nor does Richard. Is a problem.
What are we trying to do? We're trying more sway again? Because I don't think I'm going to be a big help there.
Yep, you're basically trying to convince him you came up to rescue Buckley the dog. And like you literally like you just climb through the window with a grappling hook. You're all dressed for some sort of crime.
Right.
This is like a burglar just climbing through your window in like full cartoon burglar gear.
I think
Saying
we
they
just
tripped and fell.
maybe abandon this ID.
Yeah, like maybe Cray like pulls out in front and it's like sees this terrified running person. Like, oi, I heard there was a ghost around. We're the Spectre Smashers. We're here to help out. What's going on?
That makes more sense.
Well, you have an established reputation apparently now.
Would be a stellar time for Jay to pop out of the wall or something right in front of him, but I don't know if there's any way to coordinate that.
Nah, she's
well,
at least cannon at this point.
Yeah, you just told her to get in there and do whatever, so you don't know what she's up to right now. But yep, you say you're rolling sway.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll call this risky standard. Actually, no, we'll still call it desperate standard because, you've been surprised. This is an excuse you're making up on the spot.
Yeah, I'll take it. Let's go.
Damn you, roll 20. Curse your very electronic bones.
We keep getting away with it.
You're right, mate. What's going on? Where is it?
This can't be allowed, chat. This just can't be allowed. Thank goodness you're here. There is a ghost most foul in this building. It's rattling the doors of Dr. Ursery's office.
Where's that?
Top floor.
All right. You got a key?
Just follow the signs. There's no goodness. I find the custodian. She should have one.
Where's she?
He just shrugs and keeps running.
All right. Just get out. Go home or something. Sleep it off. Be all right. We've got this place sorted.
You
Maybe
hear
don't
a
come back
loud.
tomorrow.
You hear a loud thump. It sounds like he tripped over on the stairs and fell down a few steps. But you also hear the sound of him getting back up again and continuing to run.
Okay.
Nice one, Cray.
All right. Let's get our Scooby-Doo shit on.
How many ghosts can we pack this building with in a night? Can we do more than we started with?
Slaps the top of the house. How many ghosts can we fit in this?
This
All right.
building could fit so many. bad
Frank
guys.
idea. We fill the house with ghosts.
By killing all the people in it.
All right. Buckley, you reckon you can sniff out this Dr. Usury?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. If you'd don't know. Am I supposed to be voicing is Buckley counted an NPC or is he? I suppose. Yeah.
I thought I was
already.
kind of voicing or
Yeah.
portraying him,
That's
but
fair.
either
No.
way works for me.
Yeah. If you wanna voice him, that's fine.
Buckley goes and starts running off at a high speed, following his nose.
Okay. Buckley quickly comes to a locked door, which it's basically sort of you can see through a small window. It leads to a flight of stairs. There's a sign next to the door saying upper management, guild leaders.
Is there any noise?
You can hear a faint sort of scream coming from a couple of levels up.
Face up then, I guess.
Okay, so how are you getting through the door?
Are you good with locks?
Like I said, I got heavy lock picks and I got light lock picks. If either of you has finesse or something, we can use the light lock picks.
Richard's got
Okay.
finesse.
I use Tinker in it.
Okay, and I'm going to cross off another slice on that 4-piece clock. Because, a guy just ran out onto the street, so if anyone walks by...
Yeah, do either of you have Tinker?
No tinker, but finesse.
You can probably use finesse with lock picks, right?
Yeah, I would assume so. That's a sleight of hand thing, right?
No, picking locks is definitely Tinker. It's like specifically named.
No, I mean-
I've got a point in Tinker, so I can give it a shot.
Okay.
I was gonna say Blaze usually says just like pick a stat and make your case for it. They have overlap with them on purpose.
There is overlap, yeah. You could argue Prowl is maybe using a lockpick to get a door open quietly. But you could also argue Tinker is trying to break a particularly difficult lock. Or, get through a... Yeah, I'd accept either one.
Does it
Basically.
look like a particularly difficult lock?
No, this is just like an internal lock door on a fairly standard sort of office block.
Okay. Well, then Richard
perfect,
will
yeah.
prowl using lockpicks to get it up.
Yep, risky standard, please.
Yeah.
Okay, complication. You hear your lockpick snap in the lock. It's jammed.
Threat and double threat. I'm sorry. I broke it.
Alright, Frost, maybe it's time for a bit of smashy mashy.
Okay.
Okay,
I
what are you
think
rolling
the-
for this?
Well, wrecking a door open sounds like a wreck to me.
Wreck indeed. We'll call this risky standard as well, please.
All right. Yep. Detach complicated lump of metal from back harness thingy. Push buttons that complicated lump of metal eventually transformers into a sledgehammer. Swing
you
sledgehammer at door handle.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh my god. See, I told you the dice would turn up.
The virtual dice have taken their revenge.
Finally. Okay, so you swing at the door with all your might, but
I think
Yeah,
I swung at
it's
the
a-
hinge by accident.
yeah, well, you find the door's a lot sturdier than it looks, and your hammer just sort of bounces off and smashes into some masonry. There's a loud crash, which can be heard from outside,
Oh shit.
crossing off another 2 slices on the clock, which is now full.
Oh, 2 slices? Ah, shit. Right, we
Can
gotta get
I-
off this quick.
I got some stress to burn. Can I resist that
Yeah, sure.
just by kind of regaining control of it after it bounces off?
Yeah, that sounds like vigor. I think it is.
Prowess.
Prowess, that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah. What's vigor?
Figures.
Something else. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just another word. My brain told me for some reason.
Yeah, I think it's for another game. I can't place what. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of vigor because it is actually the name of a cutter ability, vigorous or something.
Yeah.
Oh, huh. Oh
vigorous.
yeah. I think vigorous. You recover from harm. Oh, that's the one you heal better.
yes.
Okay, so prowess 3 dice. No silly bonus dice this time.
Okay, so that's 2 stress,
Okay.
but you're
Okay,
able to
2
regain
stress.
control of the hammer and you don't make a noise.
Okay. And we don't immediately have like half the city watching this building.
All right. Maybe there's another way around this this door that we can't seem to get through.
Classic
Richard.
tabletop RPG. You're trapped by a door.
Yeah,
Richard pulls out his pistols and aims at the lock.
okay, with the way our luck's going, you might not want to be shooting at something metal.
Okay, what are you going to roll for this then, please?
That's a hunt, I guess? Or...
I'll say you can use hunt, but it wouldn't necessarily be the best thing to use because you're not really sort of hunting, you're just sort of trying to blast the lock.
Yeah, this is more of a rank, right?
Okay, let me just try the handle first, just to be sure.
Okay,
It's definitely
yeah,
locked.
try the handle first.
Okay, it wasn't unlocked all this time.
I did tell you from the start it was locked.
Oh, okay, sorry. I just got to thinking that now the usual punchline is
Yeah, hunt is still the best thing for Richard to try here.
Okay, yep, you can still use hunt, but it will have limited effect.
Is there a devil's bargain?
Devil's bargain. Tell you what, we'll make it interesting. If you successfully open the lock, I'll roll a dice. If it comes up odd, you'll injure yourself doing this.
Okay, that's reasonable. Yep.
Yep, roll with your extra die then.
Okay, so risky limited?
Risky standard.
Risky standard, okay. But no bonus die then for the devil's bargain.
No, you get the bonus die from the devil's bargain.
Okay. Risky standard bonus.
Ah, damn it. Roll 20's back on its nonsense.
Good for that bonus die.
Okay, so yep, you draw your pistol up in frustration and blast off that lock. The door is now open. But let's see if this has any consequences. That is a 5, so yeah. The lock splinters and you take a shard of metal. Marked down, injured, marked down, shrapnelled hand, level 1 harm.
Ouch! My hand!
You got a big red throbbing thumb.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting I already have a pierced hand from a few sessions ago that I was trying to heal.
Yeah, do you... oh yeah, unfortunately that empties your healing clock.
Yep.
Richard didn't have any arm yet, so this is at level 1 shrapnelled hands.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's level 1. If you don't have any... As long as you have an open slot on level 1 harm, that doesn't do anything worse.
Yeah. Richard didn't have any harm yet.
Oh, right. Sorry, I thought you said you were...
I don't was notice.
Oh, right. Sorry.
No, now we have 2 characters with pierced hands.
Oh,
And I've
wait.
got a stab tummy.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry, Knowless. You meant your character had it. Sorry. I got my
Yeah,
wires
sorry,
crossed
yeah.
there. I thought you meant Summer's character was already injured.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forget
so, yeah.
what by. I think somebody stabbed me. Oh yeah, that was during the bar fight, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get up
Alright.
those stairs. Go, go, go.
Okay, so you head up the stairs. Before you is a fairly long corridor, very sort of handsome mahogany doors, and ahead of you is a office door that's been blasted right open, like the hinges, like the doors off its hinges, the frame's cracked, and there's moaning and screaming coming from it.
See, Frost, that's how you open a door.
Of terror, I should clarify.
All right, rush up to the doorway.
Okay. Inside, you see Jay just sort of She's stood in the middle of the room, cheerfully rattling her head around, going, ooh. And of course, in the corner in the fetal position is the man of the moment. Caught hatless, revealing his bald spot, is Dr. Cubby Ursery.
Does he see us? Does he react to us turning up?
I'm going to do a fortune roll to see if he can actually perceive anything right now.
I guess most importantly, does he recognise us?
On a 3, he rolled a 3, so he's just going to sort of glance up, but say, "No, stay away! Save me! Save me!"
Wait, you want us to stay away or to save you? Those are contradictory.
You get the impression he's not the most lucid right now. Jay, meanwhile, seems to be having the time of her, well, not life, but she's having a time.
The time of her afterlife.
Doc, we're here to help.
Or we could be here to help.
Doc, you in there?
What'd you like to roll?
Okay, I got an idea.
All right. So what I'm thinking is we do this like a protection racket kind of thing. We're like, we're gonna save him from the ghost that we've stuck on him.
Oh yeah, so you're doing a frighteners. Got it.
What were you gonna say, Knowless?
Pretty much exactly what you just said.
Cool. We're on sharing the brain cell.
I guess
I was gonna suggest bottling the ghost and then threatening with letting her out again. Unless he leaves the order alone.
Yeah, I mean we can say, look, we'll help you out, but you gotta do you'll owe us, sort of thing. Like, all right, so yeah, Cray will like step in and like try and get Dr. Ursary to his feet and like pull him out of there.
Okay, what do you want to use for this?
Can I use? Can I go with command?
Yep,
like
command sounds good.
Yeah,
just sort of like a get a hold of yourself, man, sort of deal.
Yeah.
We'll call this risky standard.
One roll.
Okay, that's success with a complication. So you're able to sort of shout at him, get him to his feet, and he just sort of nervously wobbles up onto his feet. You're Cray. Cray, you're with the cult. Are you behind this?
We're here to help, mate. Get out of the room. Get to the others.
Cray, you'll not deny me my revenge, says Jay, as she starts advancing.
Okay, I think we open up by showing him the carrot. I'm gonna try and get Jay into a bottle.
Okay, how do you want to do this? Do you want to sort of give Jay the kind of wink, get in the bottle, or you just going to straight up betray her?
I'd like to not betray her, but like, yeah, if we can give a wink and or like, if since Cray can talk to ghosts, can he like do it in like ghost language so the doctor doesn't understand?
Well, you can try and deliver a hidden message if you want to roll something for that. I wouldn't say you've got a sort of a special way to do it for ghosts, like they just hear stuff like everyone else does, or see stuff.
Yeah, I guess they don't have a ghost language.
Yeah, you don't know, like Casper can't or anything.
Yeah, so I guess I'll do an attune, and then Frost can try and do a bottling.
Yep, tune sounds good.
And I think I'm going to push myself for this.
Okay, we'll treat this as setting up, but also within the fiction, this will also determine whether Jay, you're basically, if you're going to bring Jay in on this or portraying her.
Okay. Oh, shit. I fucked it.
Oh no. You try your best to convince Jay, to try and get the message across to Jay. Like, we're going to extort this man. Just take a dive, and this is going to get fun.
We definitely should have set this up with her in the first place.
Why would you do this?
Okay.
And she starts rattling her head around and screaming.
I think I'm going for the bottle. I have to activate the Ghost Fighter. Basically, Frost just kind of suddenly becomes enveloped in a light fog and just brings out a ghost bottle and physically grabs the ghost, which he shouldn't be able to do, and just tries to force her into the bottle.
Okay, what'd you like to roll?
At the same amount of dots in skirmish or attune, but skirmish sounds more fun.
Yeah, skirmish sounds good because you're basically you're getting in close and grappling. We'll call this risky standard.
All right.
Since Richard and Buckley's special ability is Ghost Hunter, can they help?
If you want to spend stress, you can roll an extra die, but Knowless has rolled a 5, so...
I mean, like, I guess, like, if you want, the dog can, like, bite her or something if we'd be allowed to throw an extra die on there after the fact, but I don't know.
I mean, yeah, if you want to do that, I'll allow it.
They can take 1 more stress to help for that.
Yep, just roll me a straight d6 then, and we'll see if that comes up a 6.
All right. Yeah, I'll just put in the Lag City. Okay, there we go.
That's a 1, I'm afraid. So yeah, your result is still 5. So that's a success with a complication.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you grab Jay, she just looks at Cray with a look of utter betrayal. A sad, bloodshot eye, which slowly swells. Her jaw agape. She lets out a massive scream, which causes the entire office to shake.
Ooh.
And that's another 2 slices on the pie.
Oh, shit. But she is in the bottle, at least.
Yep, she is in the bottle now. And
Okay.
Dr. Ursary is just stood there, panting heavily.
Okay, this is the part where we, like, basically tell him the protection racket thing or something. Like,
Yeah, so, like, you've got the bottle with Marvin in as well, right? So we can show him both bottles, be like, look, you got the wrong idea about us. We're ghost hunters, us. We're the Spectre Smashers. This is what we do.
I think with this specific guy, we might. Well, no. Okay, I think what we want is we want to tell this guy that this first ghost has specific vendetta against him, and we followed her here, which is sort of what happened. But
I mean, it's technically true.
The point of the whole thing is to get him to leave the Order of the Orb alone. So he has to know that the Order of the Orb is the one that, like, is the one that's gonna sick more ghosts on him if he doesn't leave us alone.
Well, no, like, we're going to protect him from ghosts. Like, clearly there's an issue that ghosts have against you, and we can protect you, but you've got to lay off us.
Okay, what do you want to roll to sell this?
Well, that sets up the idea that he can come ask us for help if somebody else's ghost comes at him from something completely unrelated to us. We don't want to set
And
up
you
an
can,
obligation for ourselves. We just want to get this guy to get off our back.
and you can think
In
that.
general, I
Like, if he thinks we're on his side, then he's not gonna like try and find ways to get back at us. But if he thinks that we're going to be threatening him, then he's going to be looking for ways to get back at us in future.
well, not if he knows that us getting back at him is gonna like just do this to him so that he won't be able to do anything else. I think you're kind of falling in love with this Spectre Smashers thing a little bit.
No, I'm just trying to think of a more long-term solution because, yeah, like he can go out and try and find ways to combat this tactic or to get us in different ways. But if he thinks that he's on our side, if he thinks that he's in part of our thing, then he won't try and get us again.
Yeah, I like that idea.
I guess. All right.
I mean, it might have longer term consequences, but so does everything.
Yeah, there's always consequences, especially if we
exactly.
roll as shit as we have been in the last couple of rolls.
Yeah. Let's just try that plan, I think.
And yeah, if he doesn't go for that, then we can go for the more threatening route.
Okay, so what's are you what's your approach here then for the class?
I guess I'm going to go for another sway. It's a sway-heavy session.
Okay, and you're basically going to are you convincing him that you're you're the Spectre Smashers and you can save him from ghosts, or
Yeah.
you? Okay,
Look, you lay off the cult, and the cult can help you out.
okay, we'll call this. I'm going to say this is controlled, but there's with an asterisk, with standard effect because as far as he can tell, you just saved him from a ghost.
Okay.
In fact, great effect even. Again with an asterisk. We'll get to that in a second.
Okay. Let's see. Hey! There's a 6.
Of course. Of course. Thank you. It appears I have misjudged you indeed. Well, as far as my associates were sort of detecting that this alias character was no longer associated with you, but yes. Well, I'm sure we can work something out. Well, let me get my paperwork out, and we'll And all of a sudden, he's interrupted as a pair of figures stomp into the room. They're wearing copper masks. They have a silent air about them. Silent even beyond the fact that they haven't said a word yet. You're looking clad in their robes. You're seeing a couple of spirit wardens.
Fucking hell, you guys creep up on people like Spectre does.
There have been no deaths here.
It's all under control. We've got it. We got it covered.
We have no idea who this Spectre is, but we have a reason to believe you are using an unlicensed ectoplasm generator.
Sorry, what now?
We have reason to believe you're using an unlicensed electroplasm generator, and we will need to put a stop to it. You consider yourselves audited. Turn out your pockets, and we'll go for a break.
Interesting.
This could have been so simple. This should have been so simple.
It's
Yeah.
never
It's never simple. Never
Yeah.
simple in Blade. Come on.
Yeah,
Especially when we
basically.
fucked the engagement roll and everything, you know.
Yeah, that's when it all went topsy-turvy.
Like
To be fair, we've had a lot of
there.
very good rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Like we almost basically got to like whatever the objective, an objective of some kind when it turned out Jay went right for his office in the first place. It's like great, we got the ghost to go straight at the guy that we were targeting in the first place. Job done. Except the job is supposed to be to get him to stop messing with the cult.
Yeah. The job wasn't just to get a ghost on him.
That was just a means to an end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you portrayed the ghost you befriended, Cray. Well done.
Yeah, definitely should have planned this out more thoroughly at the start, I guess. But
Yeah.
Frost isn't going to be
I'll be
too torn
honest.
up about that. Like,
Yeah. I was so
Like-
happy when you just sort of said, okay, go off. Just basically told her to go off and do her thing. Because it,
yeah. Cray's planning only goes so far.
like
Aye.
Frost's whole deal is that like he like his religion and whatnot gave him techniques for like pacifying ghosts and crap that didn't work until suddenly they did, and just
yeah.
kind of graduating from like his enemy is ghost to ghost or means to an end is kind of the closest he's going to get to actually like sympathizing with ghosts for a while at least.
Yeah, that's fair enough. We okay to get back from this break at 25 to you, by the way?
Yeah, sounds good. I'll go for it quickly.
Yeah. Also, it's too late to say it,
Okay,
but you could have
35,
flashbacks to when you actually set this up with Jay.
Ha! I forgot about
mean-
flashback. Damn it!
Right.
I mean, remember you can flashback to retcon anything that's not been firmly established.
Yeah.
I forgot
That would have been
to,
handy.
dang it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh well. We're in our consequences now. I'm enjoying this. This is going to be a fun second half. So
It's gonna be exciting. Oh boy.
Exactly,
How
and
many
this.
factions are we
Wow,
gonna end up
cops,
with
you
war
guys
with?
remind me of my friend, Criminal.
Hey, Cap.
Spirit Wardens is not a faction we want at war with us. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I mean, it
Remember-
generally goes from bad to worse.
Oh, yep. Just remember, if you've got any medication, take it. I'm taking my estrogen right now.
Yeah, I need to take mine.
And if we
An hour or
if
two.
we keep if we keep up the smashers thingy and we just say like, hey, we caught the ghost, here you go, and just hand them the bottles, there goes our leverage over usury.
I don't know if we're losing the leverage over usury because usury has been extremely intimidated.
Well, we'll be losing the thing that we threatened him with.
Well, we can always get new ghosts.
Yeah, he doesn't have any reason to believe that we have others of them, and if we try to tell him that we do, then like the Spirit Wardens are right there listening too.
I mean, the whole thing with usury was that we're going to protect him from any ghosts that come for him. Like, not that those ghosts coming for him would have anything to do with us.
I guess.
I think that the spirit wardens are the primary problem now. But the electroplasm generator, is that something that's Frost has?
I think they're talking about just ghosts. They're assuming that's some kind of gizmo, but maybe they're being agnostic as to whether it's an actual ghost. I guess, I don't know. Maybe there's a ectoplasm generator powering the building that we didn't know about. I'm not sure. It's a new terminology for me.
Well,
I'll be honest, it was just a Ghostbusters reference.
yeah, that's to catch the ghosts in Ghostbusters, right? So I think the spirit bottle is what they mean, basically.
Okay, I'm gonna actually go make use of this break real quick.
Yeah, there's basically like a bit at the end of the final act where the sort of health and safety guy shows up and points out they've got an illegal nuclear generator and orders them to shut it down. And obviously that releases all the ghosts.
Oh, right, yeah. It's been way too long since I watched Ghostbusters, but now I recall which scene that is. Yeah.
I don't think we've had any interactions with spirit wardens before, have we?
Not that I know.
Did you
But I
not deal
have
with them
listened
in the like Agatha alias period of the?
No, definitely not then.
Interesting.
Well, I missed a few sessions back then as well, but yeah, I don't
It
recall
was
anything
kind of-
about it.
And in like other Blade shows that I've watched and listened to, they've always been like this kind of nebulous background sort of feature to the city. So to see them up close is this is an interesting experience.
Yeah, I think it's a sign of deep doo-doo.
Yes. Absolutely. These are definitely big bads of some sort, or big goods of like seeing as we're kind of the bads in this situation.
Well, I think bad and good is all a bit iffy in this world.
Yeah, it's all perspective in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just wondering what we could do about this. I mean, they're clearly on to us.
I mean, like Notice said, right? Ross said, the spirit wardens are about dead people. Like, there's no dead bodies here. They're after some ectoplasm thing. I don't know if we've got an ectoplasm thing, but like, we can show them we've got the ghosts under control. We've got Dr. Ursary on our side, who's a reputable figure, so maybe he can back us up. We might be able to get out of this as we are. Who knows? We'll see.
Well, they were talking about the usage of unlicensed.
Yeah, I don't have any ectoplasm things.
I think they're talking about. I think it was referring to the spirit bottle.
Yeah, but it's not a generator. Ectoplasm generator, I think, was the word. Was the phrase.
Yeah, that was just using Ghostbusters terminology.
Yeah, of course.
But
Well, I mean, ectoplasm is a thing, like in Blades.
I could have
Yeah.
just threatened him with a hammer. I didn't need to bring Ghost into it in the first place. Dang it.
well, here's what it is. I mean, we can just hand over those bottles and be like, okay, well, we're not gonna do it anymore. That's maybe a possible. But then
Don't really want to hand over our friends, you know?
well,
Like,
yeah,
Marvin
I mean,
is literally like a friend, a person
Well,
that we.
no, it's not that Marvin. It's not. Okay, the bottle Marvin is not our Marvin. There's
Oh,
there's
that's
two
true.
Marvin.
Yeah.
yeah. I think the
Our
biggest
Marvin got
problem.
named Marvin after this one, after the Marvin.
I think the bigger problem with that idea is looking weak in front of usury.
I know it's really. Okay, so the original Marvin used to work. I think worked for Lord Scorlock, but got shot by accident by somebody completely different. The Marvin that got shot is the one I have in the bottle. The person who shot them, Scorlock, renamed Marvin for some reason and used them as a servant or something, and then turned them into a hull. And that's our friend Marvin. So that's to clarify.
You know the lore far better than I do.
You take
I know
notes,
about the
don't
whole
you?
stuff, but
I wasn't even. I do take notes, but I wasn't even there for like a lot of like how long the cult has been working with Marvin.
I mean, we first did we
Oh,
meet
we
Marvin
didn't find
before
out
the
this about Marvin
show?
until after I joined, though. I guess there's that.
Did we meet Marvin before the Kraken ship or whatever it's called again? Not
Yeah,
Kraken, but
You lot knew Marvin
Leviathan.
before then because like he
Yeah.
had a whole like what's he called use meatheads.
Yeah, the Order of the Orb has been working with Marvin, the has been working with Marvin the Whole since long before I joined. The
Was
gang.
that from the very early mission where they infiltrated Lady Claven's mansion to
No.
steal bread? It was
Oh,
like one
I
of the
don't know.
very first things.
It was certainly before mine and Knowless's time.
I think
It might have been
maybe
from then.
I might be confusing this with a different Whole character, but I think the Order might have met Marvin the Whole while going into Lord Skurlock's like family crypt or something.
I don't. Is Lord Skurlock the vampire?
Yeah. Yeah,
Ah,
Lord
okay.
Skurlock is the vampire. He's like
Yeah.
a benefactor for the cult.
Yeah, that was also a mission that I missed, a session that I missed, I think, but it wasn't that to steal a book or something from him? I think that's
That I don't know.
We're going back a long time here.
yeah, that was like years ago. Rings a
But
bell.
yeah, the Marvin Whole that we know, I think, is using they, them, and or she, her pronouns now. I don't remember.
But then, like, so I think either way, like, having 2 ghosts in bottles is quite a resource to just give away. If we can, like, get away with not giving them up,
yeah.
that'd be handy.
If we can, but I mean, spirit wardens.
Yeah, they might be able to just kind of detect them anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we don't really know much about the Spirit Warden, so
We
we'll
really
find
don't
out.
want to make them proper enemies of us. So
Oh yeah, God no.
They might, if they don't have like a way to detect where bottled ghosts are, then it might be that like somebody called for them and sent for them here.
Yeah, I mean,
Or-
they're
I don't
clearly
know.
the consequence of filling up that clock, right? So,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm back, by the way. Oh yeah, just to clarify, Nellis is correct. Marvin first appeared in the second session while you were basically helping Lord Skurlock commit tax fraud by stealing a book for him.
oh God, first tax fraud, then insurance fraud. Summer, what were you lot doing before Knowless and I
Hey.
came along? Jeez.
Well,
Agatha was not involved in that. Agatha was not involved in that.
that's when we first sort of started. Basically, the joke was that each session would be a very sort of petty crime. So the first session was
right.
stealing a loaf of bread, but it was like a very expensive loaf of bread.
Oh, I
Second-
remember that. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
now.
The second session was tax fraud. First session was supposed to be graffiti, but you that was a sun in place, I believe, and you managed to get it. Well, that's where the insurance
Oh, yeah,
fraud
yeah.
also happened.
And Alias just shot somebody out of nowhere
you-
near the end of it.
Yeah, which you have, of course, flashed back to at the beginning of this session. The insurance fraud, that is, not the shooting someone.
Right.
And yeah, when Marvin was first introduced, they used they, them, and they've since started using they, she, since getting a mechanical hull body intended for Lady Clave.
Yeah, right. Gotcha.
And of course, they still call you all meat bags and hold you in contempt to some degree.
Meat bags, that was it, not meatheads. Yep. That was it.
Yeah, classic robot insult there. I mean, hulls obviously aren't robots, but, you know, they're close enough.
How
Was
many
it
stories?
HK-47 or something that...
Yeah, from
I think you said that,
Knights
but
of
it
the
might
Old
also
Republic.
be
Yeah.
yeah.
Also,
I think-
Bender from Future Armor and all sorts.
And maybe isn't the android in Hitchhiker's Guide? Is that also Marvin or?
Yeah, that's where her name originally came from. Like, I believe it was actually Nick who ended up naming them Marvin. And 6 of them on the NPCs that I'd actually written some backstory for. But to be fair, I got some mileage out of that because obviously the characters, they had Marvin Butcher. Some relative showed up.
All right, let's deal with some Spirit Wardens then.
Okay, I'm going back to the main screen. Oh wait, just a quick sound off. Ben, are you here?
Yeah.
Knowless?
Yep.
And Summer?
I'm here.
Okay.
That's
Alrighty, we're
How
back to
many
the main
stories up? How many stories up are we?
One?
I believe... Yeah,
I think
I
we're
think
three.
you're on...
We went up 2 more flights of stairs.
Yeah, we went up.
Yeah. Yep, you're on the third story.
Probably not out the window then.
I mean, you could always use climbing gear if you got it.
Yeah, I've only used 1 slot of gear so far. I've got 4 left. But
Yeah, these spirit wardens are staring you down, and they're demanding you turn out your pockets and submit to an audit.
wait, mate, what's an ectoplasm generator? What are you chatting about?
We will ask the questions here.
No, seriously, we don't
Turn
know what
out
you're
your
talking
pocket.
about.
Turn out your pockets. This is an audit.
You can't audit us. You're not
What's an
auditors.
audit?
I will not ask you again. Turn out your pockets. This is an audit. What would you like to roll?
Somebody has finesse who isn't me, right? Was it Craven has finesse?
Yeah, Craven has finesse.
How well do you think it would go if maybe, okay, if if they check Cray first, and while they do that, if you pickpocket the ghost bottles off of me and hide them somewhere.
Wait, how big are these ghost bottles? I was imagining something larger than you'd be able to put in your pocket.
I was imagining like
Yeah, they're just
a
little
little bottle
vials.
like that you could put
Yeah.
on like
Oh,
a
right.
belt or something.
Okay, I was imagining
Yeah.
more like a big jar or something, like a bell
No,
jar.
this is like a Zelda fairy in a bottle sort of situation.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or
I
like
think
an actual Pokeball, like around that, like not necessarily a sphere, but around that size.
I think I have an ID for this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Dick's going to do that while Cray is getting frisked. Dick swipes or at least tries to swipe the vials off Frost, and then hide them up on Buckley in his bushy fur.
Okay.
Or you could send Buckley off.
Okay, would you like to try this on your own, or
Yeah,
would you like
that
to make this a group action?
Wouldn't that seem too suspicious if Buckley suddenly runs off? I don't know.
You
Maybe.
just let go of the leash accidentally, you know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It could be an
Yeah.
extra distraction at least.
that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
if you're trying to do this stealthily, you can sort of play this off as Buckley slipping out, or
Yeah.
well.
Okay.
So yeah, what are you rolling?
Yeah, I suppose that's a finesse roll.
Okay, yep, finesse sounds good. We'll call this risky standard.
What
How
would
many
be a
finesse dots do you have? I can assist.
2 dots.
Okay. And it is 1 stress to assist, right?
Yeah, one stress to assist, or 2 stress to push yourself.
Yeah, I'll take 1 stress to assist. It's just kind of trying to stand in such a way that it's easy to get them off him discreetly.
Yeah, sounds good. Take your mark down 1 stress, and you can roll with an extra dice then, please.
Okay.
Okay, a 5. So that's a success with a complication.
So Cray will just kind of step forwards and like put his hands up and like let them frisk him, and he's not going to turn out his pockets so that it makes it awkward for them to have to. They have to actually pat him down and stuff. It will keep them occupied whilst the other 2 can do their thing.
Yep, and while Cray is being as uncooperative as possible, Frost just sort of turns so Richard can discreetly get the vials off him and slip them into Buckley's fur. And Buckley can sort of take off. But for your complication, I'm going to say one of the spirit wardens sort of perks up and says, "Oi, where's that dog going? Oi, where's that dog going?"
I think Muttley has to go use the potty outside.
The figure turns towards you and tilts their head.
What? It's natural.
They will return shortly.
I expect so, but it's a dog. I don't have direct control over it.
A poorly trained dog, it would seem.
Hey, he's my friend.
So you do have influence over him.
I mean, he's a companion.
Well,
You go down
You
and
best-
get him before he runs off somewhere.
I
will-
can go get him.
no. You'll turn out your pockets first.
Okay.
Let's just get this over with quickly so we can go and get the dog back.
Okay, so what I'll say is, what I'll do is I'll have a roll from each of you, and basically you're just trying to not lose it. Like, have any of you got anything you want to hide on you?
I think the spirit bottles is all pretty much all we were worried about. But I mean, the duffel bag kind of a little bit has burglary gear in it. I think. I mean, yeah, I think I kind of suggested that there are lockpicks that I brought, but that's not what they're searching us for.
Okay.
Richard has electroplasmic ammunition, as I mentioned before, when he flashed it
Okay.
to the crowd.
Okay,
But that's
well,
like anti-ghost stuff. That's not like stuff that would suggest that we have ghosts on us.
yeah,
I don't think
it's unusual to carry, but it wouldn't necessarily mean you're up to no good. Yeah.
Or at least
I mean,
the kinds of no
especially-
good that they're worried about.
I might be willing to keep up the pretense that we're ghost hunters and
Yeah,
have like a
wow.
spirit bane charm and some arcane implements and be like,
Yeah.
look, we were looking for ghosts, we didn't find any.
Okay, so what do they I'm going to say they're going to turn out 2 loads worth of items, so
Okay.
yep, so what are they going to find?
So yeah, they'll find a
keep
spirit
them-
bane charm and arcane implements on Cray.
Okay, so arcane implements 2 load, because I know a spirit bane charm is usually free.
Arcane implements is one load. Well, arcane.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Oh, yeah.
I think it's one load for us because no, they're italicized, and I think they're italicized so free because
Yeah.
because we're a cult.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, anything that's italicized on your character on your sorry your playbook is free to pull out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and arcane implements should be because they're because of the cult ability or something.
No, arcane implements are just one load anyway.
I have them as a italicized on mine. I think we do have a cult thing. I changed them on mine to be italicized because the cult thing.
On the
I would open
Hound,
the cult sheet on my end, but my computer's already so slow with Roll20 and Discord
on the
up.
Hound sheet, it shows arcane implements as 1 load.
Yeah, it just is.
On the
And-
crew,
Cutters get the spirit bane charm for free. Because that's italicized.
Yeah, I think every playbook does.
Okay.
it's not free for the Hound. I think. Well, it's
okay.
it's like it's got 1 box, but then it's also in italic.
Yeah, italics means it doesn't count for load.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I could have sworn we
So
had
yeah,
a
that's what they'd find on Cray anyway.
Okay, yeah, so yep, so that's 1 more load they're going to pull off you then. If you're going for
I
arcane
have the-
implements.
I have my hammer, of course. I guess I might
We're
also
still
have
on
arcane influence
we're
in
still
my-
on Cray at the moment.
Oh, sorry.
So they'd find a spirit bane charm and arcane implements, and of course my violin. But to the normal eye, it's just a violin.
Okay. So yeah, they look that over. And the they sort of look at one another, and they seem to be paying sort of a fair bit of attention to your violin.
That's
So-
my
Violin
that's my
magic
side gig,
or-
mate.
Excuse me, psychic, you say?
No, my side gig.
Oh,
That's what
a side gig. This is
Yeah,
a fine violin.
Yeah, I play in the taverns and whatnot. You know, I was in a quartet a little while back. Might have heard of us. We were on a competition.
And so,
The violin
why
isn't
do you find
magical
yourself
itself.
here?
Sorry.
Oh, we're trying out being ghost hunters. There was a commotion, but I ain't finding no ghosts. Look, we came up to see Dr. Ursary. He's a respectable gentleman over there. He'll tell you what happened. It's all in hand.
Okay, so Dr. Ursary looks up, looking quite confused because you're straight up denying, saving the day.
Can I roll command, having said that, to, like, get him to corroborate?
Yeah, the previous roll was, of course, a controlled roll, and you succeeded completely, so absolutely.
Yeah.
This will be another controlled roll. Actually, no, I'll say it's risky because obviously you need to make it clear you're not just basically commanding him. Well, you need to make it look like you're not, like, threatening him or anything. So, yeah, risky standard.
Okay, let's go. Whee! Oh!
Damn you, roll 20. Damn you to hell. Yes, quite. Yes, these fine gentlemen, well, I was being threatened by a rather... Well, I felt I was being threatened by a rather malicious spirit, but these gentlemen cleared the area and reassured me.
You can check our pockets. Like, we're all good. Like, we've got a little bit of gear for dealing with this stuff, but yeah, turns out it wasn't needed this time. Maybe next time.
Very well. We will proceed to check your pockets. Okay, so would Richard and Frost both just give her 2 load worth of items that they are going to find?
Yeah, I might have like an empty spirit bottle or something.
Okay. That's probably 1 load.
Yeah, I think that'd be under arcane implements, and like of course the charm of and stuff, of course.
Okay. I'm basically asking you to spend load here.
Oh, well, okay. So arcane or arcane implements is. Could swear we have a thing saying it's italicized for us in the crew sheet.
I'm pretty sure we don't. But, I mean, it's 1 load anyway, right? So,
Yeah.
you've got loads of load.
Yeah. Yeah, especially since I came in heavy anyway. So yeah, there'd be that, and burglary gear, or at least the lock picks that Richard used.
Okay.
And I guess that'd probably be. I mean, that's it as far as stuff that I imagine that we have.
Okay, yep. So they look at the burglary gear, the lockpicks, and various safe cracking tools, and give you a cursive look from behind the mask. You appear
Cold rigging,
equipped.
2 free load of documents or implements.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
free
that's
load,
the
not
thing that-
load. So you can let them find that, but it won't count towards the total.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they sort of look you up and down and say, "You appear to be equipped more like a petty burglar, no ghost hunter."
That's if there happen to be ghosts in an area that has been made hard to get into. Like if somebody locked the door but then found themselves cornered by a ghost, we would need to get in a hurry.
I see no breaching tools, but very well.
It's true. We did actually need to use rope to get in here because the front door was locked, and Richard shows the climbing gear that he's got.
And we thought there was
Okay.
a ghost in here, and as you may have noticed, we got maybe a little extra aggressive in getting this door open.
What do you mean, no breaching tools? Look at the size of that fucking hammer.
Okay, and what are you all going to use to sell this lie then? And who's rolling?
I guess it's another sway, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll roll for it, seeing as I'm the sway person.
Okay, yeah, we'll call this a desperate standard, so don't forget to mark down XP.
Okay, desperate standard. Okay. Oh, I'm so tempted to push myself, but it would fill my stress bar. Oh,
Philip would not succeed it.
I'm at
oh
6.
it wouldn't
but I
exceed
could-
it. Oh, okay. All right. Well, in that case, fuck it. Yeah, I'll push
Vic
myself.
would
Yep,
Exceed it.
remember, if anything makes you take any stress now, you're going to have a bad time.
That's
One of us could assist, I guess.
Oh,
I'm on
fuck!
stress, he's not-
How have you not got a success out of 4 dice?
Okay, so that's a failure with a complication. So,
Frost, can you step in and take the consequence? Have you got stress?
do you want to know what the consequence is first?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Let's find out what they are.
Okay,
I have 3 stress
So-
left.
so they both sort of look at you.
I swear I remember looking that up, and you get trauma when it fills up. I could swear I remember it dings when it fills.
Let's just continue the scene.
Okay, so they whisper to one another, and they turn to you, Cray, and they say, "So, this violin, it is a normal violin, very fine."
I mean, it's a special violin to me. Like,
And you, these burglary tools are professional.
They look it, don't they? Quality tools.
Very, very well. Well, I think this is about it. Shall we? And they nod to one another. And then one of them, all of a sudden, punches Cray in the nose. And they make a run for the door. Scarper!
What? Oh, come
And
on.
you realise
The fuck?
just under their robes are not the these are not the actual robes of a spirit warden, but you see the common fatigues of wraiths.
God,
You're now diving for the window with
double drag.
Cray's violin.
Get the dog on him.
wait, they
Frost's
dive through the
tools.
window.
Yeah, they're diving for the window with Cray's violin and Frost's tools.
Wait, we're 3 stories up. What are they?
Yeah, they're
what are they going to
they're-
land on?
They're professional
wraiths.
thieves.
Richard
they're
yells, Mudley, get him!
They're professional thieves, so they can probably do something. But anyway, you wanted to resist.
If you want, you don't have to. It's up to you.
I'll say if you resist, you can reclaim one of the items they've grabbed.
I would think the violin would be
Let me
more
see, is
important.
Okay, this is somebody else's consequence, so I think I might get protect.
That's
And
definitely
if
what
we
protect
use
was
prowess,
intended for.
Prowess is 3. It's been 4 dice. I have 3 stress left.
Ooh, this is going to be tense.
Just roll better than I did in my last one.
I had 4 dice.
Come on.
You don't get Devil's Bargain on resist, do you?
No, you can't push yourself to take a devil's bargain because, you're trying to avoid stress.
Oh, on 4 dice, you'll be fine.
Bree?
And I said,
Hey.
no, you
Oh,
can't.
great. I'm not. You're lighting up on Discord, but I'm not hearing you.
Oh,
I'm
can
hearing
everyone
you.
else hear me?
Yeah.
I'm hearing you all fine.
Uh,
Oh, are we losing Knowless?
No.
What terrible timing.
oh, come on, computer.
You're right, man. We can hear you.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
still
we can
hearing
hear
you,
you.
Knowles.
We can still hear you.
Can you hear us, Knowles?
Oh boy. No, I'm not lighting up.
No, we're hearing you.
We can hear you, man. You're all good.
I think Knowles can't hear us at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just tried typing in chat
Yeah.
on Discord.
I need to get a job so I can get a real computer that isn't broken, that isn't like enough usual. Oh, great.
Oh, and hi, Bunyip Man. Thanks for the raid. Might as well say hello to chat while this is happening.
Hey, Bunyip Man.
I'm gonna try and disconnect and reconnect to the voice, I guess. Oh,
Perfect
so
timing,
that'll put me in the general voice chat.
Yeah, we'll grab you in. Don't worry.
Apologies for the technical difficulties, chat.
That turned out. I had when they first came in, I was like, could this be a raid? But
Okay.
we got
Can you
full.
hear us, Knowless?
Hello.
Knowles?
Knowless?
Oh man.
Oh man.
Connected, green.
Oh no, there you are. Can you hear us?
Oh, hear you.
You can hear us?
Damn, I need a new computer. God damn.
Okay.
Hey,
Phew.
you back? Cool.
I wish
Welcome
I was
back.
less completely unemployable. Anyway, okay, where in the hell were we?
Okay,
You're
Remember at the one where I was
so...
gonna, okay.
Resisting a consequence with protect
Uh,
or something like that?
is the violin magical or just fancy?
It is just fancy.
Yeah.
And did they only take my tools, or did they get the hammer as well?
They took your burglary tools and wait, did they take anything from Richard?
think they've
Richard
got
showed
to him
climbing
yet.
gear.
Oh yeah, and they've taken Richard's climbing gear.
That's no real concern.
Although
I
I guess
will
it means
say-
you can't chase them out the window.
Yeah, I will say if they get away with any of these items, you won't be able to pull them from your load until you've either recovered or replaced them.
Mm-hmm.
So there will be a permanent mechanical sort of cost because it was a
Okay.
desperate roll.
Makes sense.
If we
Okay,
can keep
but
the
you said
violin
they
because
only
it's a
got the
fine
burglary
thing that I worked on properly, then yeah.
Yeah, the violin means a lot to Cray.
I was ever able to use roll 20 again. Or somebody can just roll 4 dice for me if they want.
Do you want me to roll for you?
Go for it.
Yeah, sure. It's gonna be like minutes at minimum to do literally anything.
Okay. So yep, you're rolling 4 dice for your resist roll.
Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll roll them in one at a time for maximum tension.
Oh boy, oh boy.
It's a hidden roll.
Oh, never mind. The first one was a 6.
Whoa.
Yay.
Damn
Okay,
you!
so I'm
My
gonna-
own die. These are my Blaze in the Dark dice as well. They're betraying me.
Wait, they might crit. Then he gets
Oh,
stressed back, doesn't he?
For God's sake, yes, you're
Oh yeah,
right.
it's on a crit, not a 6.
One went on the floor, but that's a 4.
4 on the floor.
For the mucket,
No
that's
way.
another 6. I can't believe this.
Nice one.
Even Breeze dice are on our side this game.
Damn. That's the first 6 that has been rolled for me this session, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. So
nice.
you've crit. So instead of gaining stress, you lose 1.
Yep, I'll be down to 5 someday when I'm able to use the computer for anything again.
All right, we'll remember that.
It's just gonna stay frozen. I'm lucky that the voice chat is still working.
That's cool, man.
You did have a 6 earlier on a survey roll, Knowles.
Okay, so you
Oh, yeah.
you rescued the violin then, but they've still jumped out the window and they're trying to get away from us, right?
Muttley,
Yep.
get them!
Okay, so yep, your Richard is going to try and have Muttley hunt them down. What would you like to roll for this?
This would be a hunt, or wait, is it a hunt?
Yeah, hunt totally makes sense.
Or hunt or prowl? I think hunt makes more sense. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say.
And,
well, it depends on your approach. Is Buckley just going to straight up attack them, or is he going to try and sort of head them off and ambush them?
Well, Muttley has the arrow swift speed from Ghost Hunter. I mean, it depends on how long it would take us for us to catch up. I think it's
I mean, if he can
probably
if he can get in front of them and like slow them down, then we have a better chance of catching up, right?
yeah. Yeah, probably better than that Muttley attacks them on his own.
Okay. That sounds like that sounds like hunt then. But
Okay.
I mean, you're free to roll something else, but hunt is perfectly acceptable. We'll call this risky standard.
Okay. Is there a devil's bargain that can be taken on this?
Devil's bargain. Yes, I've got one. One of the I'll roll a dice to determine which, but one of the bottles on Buckley breaks in the commotion.
That's risky. Do we think that's an acceptable risk?
I'm gonna leave this one up to you.
Could be either the original Marvin or Jay getting loose.
I think either way it's chaos. But
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be chaos no matter what.
Chaos.
The question is whether it's bad chaos. Maybe it's not bad chaos.
Hey, it's fun chaos.
Yeah.
Wait, what are we doing? We're throwing a ghost at him?
Yeah, remember that neither Jay nor the original Marvin are particularly disposed to be cordial to you right now.
Okay, I think I'll take the devil's bargain.
Alrighty, roll away with one extra dice then, please. Sorry, one extra die. Needs to be more grammatically correct here.
It's a difficult one die dice. I also mix it up. Woo!
It keeps happening. It's so unfair. Roll 20. It's my job to make these people suffer. Why are you showing them mercy? And you. Don't think I've forgotten you. D6s. They're all betraying me. I'll imprison them all. I don't know how I'll fit roll 20 in my dice jail, but I'll find a way.
Every dice betray me.
All right, Bree, tell us which ghost gets loose.
Okay, well, first of all, from the window you can all see it, along with Dr. Ursary. You can see Buckley pop out of a bush and just charge into them, tripping them over. He starts snarling, grabs one by the foot, and just sort of growls at the other. You've probably got a few minutes to get that back downstairs and deal with them yourselves. But in the commotion, I'll roll a d6. If it's an odd number, Jay's released. If it's an even number, Marvin, OG, is released. And yes, it's usury, as in the act of lending for profit.
Yeah, usury. So USURY.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You think I know how to pronounce anything?
I mean,
I
I'm
always just
going by
assume
how
that
it's
you
spelled.
mispronounce on purpose.
As long as you have no further questions, yes. Anyway, that's a 2. So, yeah.
Oh, it's Marvin.
In the commotion, a bottle falls from Buckley, and the figure of a young man in servant garb materialises, pearlescent white, and with a dark void where his face should be.
What does he do? Is he attacking the wraiths? Is he?
Well, as the scene stands, Buckley has sort of subdued the wraiths. The bottle's broken. What are you doing? If you don't get there now, they might get away. But on the other hand, there is a ghost who's probably going to be quite angry with you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Richard's probably trying to get down to Buckley, right?
I think Bree said that we had minutes to get there, so we should be able to get there just fine.
Minutes to
I
get there
think you're the
before
fastest of the three of us as well,
yeah,
anyway, because
before-
I've got no
yeah.
prowl.
minutes before they
I guess
break
they
free
didn't
of
leave the rope
Buckley.
behind or something.
Okay. They took Richard's climbing gear, so he can't swiftly
Running down the
climb
stairs, right?
down.
Yep. So yep, if you want to run down the stairs, remember the front door is locked, so you'll need to try and bypass it somehow.
Well,
We could climb down a rope that we climbed up here, I guess.
I thought
Wait
it
a
was
minute,
Get
how
down
the-
to the first floor and
how
then out the way we came, basically.
Okay, yep, you can sort of try and rappel out. Would you like to roll to do this quickly, rather than safely?
prowl?
Yep, prowl works. You're going to make this a group action, or are you all going to...
I haven't got anything in prowl.
I have 1 dot in prowl.
Richard can't take any more stress.
We can just do it individually.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone make your prowl rolls to try and abseil down. Since you're doing it individually, you can roll something else if you prefer.
No, Richard's doing prowl.
Okay, prowl.
Yeah.
Is that risky standards or?
Yep, that'll be risky standard, if all of you are doing prowl.
Yeah. I guess.
Okay, that's a 4 for Richard, 5 for Frost. Excellent.
Yeesh.
I mean, these are all successes with complications.
Oh, if only it wasn't 0 dice.
Unlucky, Cray. Unlucky. So, what I'll say happens is Richard and Frost make it to the ground okay.
Cray's got a stabbed tummy, so he's probably coming down last and going down really gingerly and just slips.
Yeah, Cray, what happens is you slip and you land on your knee.
Oh.
Have you still got a space for level 1 harm?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I'll be nice then. I'll say mark down level 1 harm, shattered kneecap.
Oh,
Is that level 1 harm? A
Dice to
shattered
catch 'em, I
kneecap?
suppose.
That's a point. Falling from a... Yeah, sorry, I'm going to have to make this level 2 harm.
fair.
Okay, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
gonna,
And that
I'm gonna try
resets
and
my
catch him.
healing clock as well. Damn it.
Yep, I'm sorry.
You're not sorry. It's fine. I deserved it.
I'm gonna try and catch him.
Okay, I'm going to
Oh,
say
God.
Cray landing behind you both causes you both to trip over. So you're going to lose a bit of time. And as you sort of look up, you see the ghost advancing on Buckley.
I mean, I was gonna try and.
Leave me. Go
Is it-
after them. It's
is it
fine. I'll be
fine?
right.
No, I was gonna try and resist the harm happened to you. I was gonna do another resist roll.
Okay, you can resist. Yep, that sounds like prowess.
Yep.
To be clear, are you trying to resist the harm for Cray or for yourself? The consequence, sorry.
Oh, did I? Did
You didn't take harm, but you got tripped over.
Yeah. That's the complication for you. Oh, right, yeah, you said you were... Sorry, yeah, brain fart there. You said you were resisting the harm Cray took. So you can lower it by 1 level if you want to try and catch him or something.
Alright, yeah.
Okay, that sounds like prowess. Or you can take another approach if you would prefer.
No. Prowess is fine. Same thing as before, except Roll20 is actually responding right now, so I can... Oh,
Oh, okay,
nice.
yep. That's a 6, so you catch Cray. Cray, you still sort of land quite heavily on your foot, so it's only level 1 harm, sprained ankle now.
I'll take it.
Yeah, but you obviously that still resets your healing clock.
In fairness, I only had 1 in it anyway.
Yeah, and obviously the force of
Yeah,
catching
but
Cray
Craven
still
can
knocks
run
you to
after-
the ground.
can run after the race, I guess.
Yeah, you can try and get up. What do you want to do to try and close the distance then?
So Frostin and Craven didn't take harm from the fall as well, did we?
You took a consequence, which was you got knocked over by Cray falling.
Yeah.
Cray still
So
fell.
we just kind of we lost distance on the race, though. That was all that was.
Yeah, you've been
Okay.
knocked prone, so you're going to have to get up again and start running. So I'm going to say, by default, this is probably going to have a reduced effect. But yep, what do you like to roll?
I'll catch up. You two go ahead.
Let me see. Can I use skirmish because I'm like really charging at them with like no intent other than like getting our stuff back, like as violently as has to be.
Yep, okay, yep, I'll accept that. That is going to be risky, limited. Would you like to push yourself or take a devil's bargain?
Can I trade down to desperate standard?
Yep, you can make this desperate standard. How are you making this desperate?
Just kind of if and when I get to them, somebody is getting punched in the face.
Okay, so you're just trying to, just go for the full sprint, charge in, go in for a punch. Right. Yep,
Yeah,
sounds
like,
good.
Like not gonna be slowing down
Okay, give me risky standard then, please.
or desperate or
Sorry, desperate standard. And don't forget to mark your XP.
yep. The XP
Okay.
is like half the reason that I wanted to do that, and even though I don't have anything, even though I don't have that crazy thing that that Bark has, it gives you a bonus for it.
Okay, so that's a success with a complication. So you just run in and you just smack both of the 2 wraiths on the head. One of them's just, completely sort of curb stomped into the ground. They don't look like they're going to be moving, and the other's just knocked out cold. Crucially, of course, they're not dead, because that would be, that would summon the actual spirit wardens, which would raise a lot of questions, because they got those robes from somewhere. And of course, that would bring heat on your own gang. But your consequence is the Ghost of Marvin, OG, turns its bullet hole void of a head towards you and reaches out and grabs your arm. Now, being grabbed by a ghost is not a pleasant experience, even for someone with some real railjack training. So take level 1 harm.
Can I
Ghost touched arm.
Can I keep the resist train going and try to resist this one with resolve by just kind of being like, this is not the day you want to be messing with me, ghost.
Okay, yeah. Wait, so you're trying to scare the ghost off?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that sounds more like
It's a
Well,
ghost
less-
stare down.
wait, is that resolve or is it something else?
Uh,
Inquiring minds wish to know.
I'm doing a
Probably
resist
either
roll.
attune or command. Yeah, it's yeah.
Like it'd be stuff that falls under resolve.
Mm-hmm.
I would think.
Yeah, so I suppose you're right. It is basically resolve.
Yeah, I'm getting my cake and I'm eating all of it.
Well, roll first, and we'll see about that.
Okay. 4 dice again.
All ones. Damn it.
Wow.
How do they keep getting away with it?
I swear I made this build on accident. I did not do this on purpose. I wanted to be immune to ghost fear, and I wanted to get better at assessing situations and bodyguarding. I didn't mean to get.
Yeah, to be fair, you are perfectly qualified to bodyguard against a ghost, so that's fair enough.
You're a consequence-free man.
Yeah, so, no less of fear, man. So, you just stare this ghost down, and it actually stumbles back a bit. What's the rest of you doing?
Maybe it helps that I'm the one that it tried to bother in the first place, and I just bottled it on reflex. Back in that when this one started messing with me in the first place.
That was an entanglement. That's right.
Yeah.
Buckley, as a spirits hunter, will attack the ghost, I guess.
Okay. What are you using to have Buckley attack the ghost then?
Hunt.
Yep, sounds good. You command your loyal hounds to frick up a ghost.
Mm-hmm. Risky standard.
Yep, risky standard, sorry.
Oh my god.
Ooh, that's a failure with a complication, I'm afraid.
The rolls are not going my way at the moment.
Okay, so as Buckley Frost sort of rebukes the ghost. Yeah, I guess Frost is basically a cleric at this point. But anyway,
I'm the weirdest paladin you've ever met.
Well, paladins can't turn undead or rebuke them.
I think they can turn undead.
Oh, hey, actually, yeah, you might be right. Just not as well as clerics. But yeah,
Sure.
Buckley tries to use this opening to get the ghost, but as it sort of stumbles away, like it doesn't have eyes anymore because its entire face is obliterated, but it just sort of senses Buckley and swipes out. This is a bit of an odd one, but Richard marked down level 1 harm, Buckley traumatized.
I don't know if the dog counts as a cohort.
No, it's not a cohort.
No,
Okay,
it's
every time I
basically
mention cohort rules, I feel like I'm mentioning
my
I feel like I'm
hunting
mentioning 3.5 grappling rules. It's like nobody knows what they are, or at least I feel like it. I feel like
The Hound has a hunting pet. Mudley! No! Yeah, so Buckley is traumatized?
Craven, go to him.
Yeah, basically, until you've given Buckley a chance to, rest up and heal a bit, you're going to get that penalty for using Buckley for anything.
Less effects, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Craven's gonna run up to Buckley and kind of just hold him, and also take that second ghost bottle off him, so that nothing happens with that.
Yeah, you can do that. And Cray, after all this is unfolded, obviously you're still on the ground. You've sprained your leg a bit, but would you like to try anything?
Yeah, so Cray, he gets up to a knee and he tries to stand on his sprained ankle and he's like, oh, no, not right now. And then he grabs his stomach and he's like, oh, no, that wound's opened. And, and looks down at the violin that he managed to that Frost managed to snatch back. It's like, well, from a distance, this is the best I could do, and sees the ghost of Marvin standing up, slightly taken aback, and will do his classic, start fiddling a tune that's gonna hopefully lull Marvin into a more submissive state.
Alrighty. What are you rolling?
Let's go with command.
Sounds
This
good.
is using both my Ghost Fighter and Ghost Voice abilities.
Oh, delightful. That's some nice bonuses. Roll away. I believe those give you an extra dice each. Is that right? Or
no, they just potency. So would that make this great?
no, it basically just means you can actually affect the ghost by playing music at it. Like normally without potency, just gives you, like, for example, fire has potency against wood.
So it's not extra effect. Then it's just like
it's cat. Generally speaking, it's cat against supernatural things. It's basically can effect.
Yep. Okay.
Like if someone just tried using a normal weapon against a ghost, it would have limited effect because it's a ghost. But if it's a weapon with potency against ghosts, it actually affects the ghosts.
Okay. And I'm gonna push myself one last time and breach my stress cap.
Okay.
Hey, there's the 6. I'll take it.
Okay, that's success with no consequences. So, Cray, you play your tune. You're quite badly injured. So this is, this takes all your composure. But, yep, play that tune you do. Marvin is, suddenly stumbles back from, Buckley, and is frozen in place. Frost, you're easily able to pull out a spirit bottle and bottle him again if you want to.
Yeah, will do.
Okay, cool. And with that, these two wraiths have been thwarted. And Cray, at this point, you start blacking out.
Yeah. Please, go on.
Yep, and we'll wrap this sort of heist up with Dr. Usuri calling down from the window. Oh, good lord! I'll call a physiker. Congratulations, heist completed.
Whee.
Da-da-da-dum-ba-da.
Who needs Spectre anyway?
We've done some weird heists, and this was maybe the weirdest one. We snuck into a place, put a ghost into the place, took the ghost back out of the place. The ghost got taken from us, and then we had to go get the ghost.
It's pretty typical for the culture, really.
Right, what a way to do our first occult mission, you know?
Yeah, it started off as a cult, became transportation.
Yeah.
You're the post. I think you're the postbusters. Anyway, you do have, well, two things. Firstly, the good doctor pays, and it turns out, by the way, he has a doctorate in finance, as you'd expect.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. Fucking insurance people, man.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and he pays you 4 coin for saving him from the ghost.
Okay.
And obviously, he's decided to, now that he's sort of thoroughly convinced that Alias is no longer associated with you, although where Alias is, he's going to find out eventually. He's sure of it.
You idiot.
Ace is dead anyway.
Yeah, he died at sea. Well, no, he didn't die at sea, did he? He got assassinated publicly. Wow, he's terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's going to stop sending having his insurance brokers trying to destroy your gang. And the other thing is, obviously, you've got 2 wraiths unconscious. What would you like to do with them? Aside from take your stuff back, I assume.
I mean, Cray's out of it, so it's up to you two what you decide here.
I can never remember what the details of our beef with the race is.
Yeah, I'm not the most knowledgeable about it either.
We just had a couple of interactions with them that went badly, and then we decided to invade their turf.
Yeah.
I mean, they
That's really
were
it.
gunning for us already, I think.
I think the most of the cult's interactions with the race might have been before I started.
Yeah. Well, when you first met Marvin, you did actually have them kill a ton of wraiths on your behalf.
Oh yeah, that's.
Although they didn't
oh,
find
yeah.
out about that, so it probably didn't factor in. But then, yeah, you just sort of generally antagonise them in various ways. I will say, you could just leave them there to. Well, you could have them sort of treated by the Physiker who's coming to help Cray, and send them back to the gang. They might see that as a token of good faith. You could take them hostage. You could interrogate them. You could you could hand them over to the blue coats to take the fall for some of your crimes. It's limitless, really. Like, if you want any mechanical benefit, obviously I'll ask you to roll.
I mean, we
Did
don't
we
want to
decide that
antagonize
we
them
were-
further.
Did we decide that we were at war with the race, or did they decide
Yeah.
that for us?
They did, based on your actions. Basically, you're sort of on the prefaces of reaching -3 reputation with them and being at war, which does have a bunch of penalties, especially if you're high on heat, which you are.
I mean, the last info about the potential hook said the Wraiths aren't happy. In fact, you could say there is a risk you might soon be at war. But so that implies that we weren't at war yet
That's correct.
at the start of this session, at least.
Yeah, being at war is an actual mechanical thing in the game.
Yeah, I think the crew sheet doesn't get like updated all that often.
Updated it at the end of the last
yeah.
session.
We update it at the end of every session.
That was the info for the potential plot hook for this session. So they're antagonizing us, but we're not officially at war yet.
That's
I
correct.
don't think we want to antagonize them further. I mean,
Which would probably mean you are at war with them. Basically, that mission was a chance to smooth things over them.
yeah. Well, I mean, if we just kind of let them get healed and not do anything further against them, they might indeed see that as a sign of potential reconciliation.
Yep. What would you like to roll to extend this olive branch, then? This will be the last roll of the night.
To me, that feels like a better idea than risking war or anything else negative, really. So I would say let's go for that.
All right.
So that's a roll then.
What are you rolling?
What's you rolling? Oh yeah. Question for just for Cray, by the way. Do you know what sort of trauma you want to take?
I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I had an idea
That's like
before,
the
but
third now?
circumstances. No, that's my second.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you can think about that. So yeah, Richard.
Richard does not have anything in resolve. Does Frost have anything in resolve?
I have one in consort and one in command.
Consort will work.
Yeah, this feels like consort be applicable.
Honestly, I think it'd be fine with with just like leaving them to get healed by a doctor or whatever, not saying anything to them at all.
Yeah. You can do that, but you won't gain any mechanical benefit from it. Like, you have to actually sort of make it clear you're, trying to, you're deliberately showing them mercy.
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily amicable, but just like, kind of just.
Yeah, like we could say that you're doing this by just, leaving them at the Physica instead of, taking them hostage or rolling them into the ocean or anything, something. But obviously, you need to make an effort at it.
I guess we can try. I'll try consort. See if it can just be like, I don't know, just less of another faction being hostile to us.
Okay, yep, that sounds good. We'll call this risky standard. Actually, no, we'll call this controlled standard because, they're being stabilised by a presumably very well-trained Physica. And, you can just sort of contact the Wraiths and explain everything at your leisure. So, yep, we'll call this controlled standard.
I suppose we are keeping the bar, though, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're not giving that back.
Yeah.
That's literally a piece of our turf.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you want it off them fair and... Well, you bought it off them fair and square. Oh, dear.
Oh,
you
well.
can push yourself if you'd like.
Nah.
Okay, so this is controlled, so... Basically what happens is the Wraiths acknowledge what you did, but they're not going to get any friendlier towards you.
Yeah, we still beat the shit out of them, so...
Yeah.
I mean, they did rob us.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You,
But yeah.
I will let you roll something else to salvage this situation, maybe get them to chill out a bit, but you can also just leave it.
I'm fine with just leaving it. It gives us an excuse to keep trying to take stuff from them for ourselves.
This is true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Not push.
we'll end this with Spectre. That was his name. Spectre just returning home to the the headquarters through the window as is his custom.
Oh,
And he pulls out his tools and starts cleaning them again. And he just sees Richard and Frost just carrying an unconscious and heavily bandaged Cray past his door.
actually, hang on a sec. Those copper masks that they had, are they just like fakes that convinced us at the moment, or are those actual Spirit Warden copper masks?
On closer inspection, they're made of paper mache.
I was thinking maybe we could try to get them in trouble with the Spirit Wardens for impersonation, but best not to try to draw attention to ourselves from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one wants to get the Spirit Wardens involved. It's why it's why everyone avoids murder, except Spectre. He specialises in it.
An alias who just doesn't know better. Didn't know better.
Yeah, didn't. Past tense.
They just did everything for the fun of it.
So yeah, congratulations. You have completed another heist. You've got the insurance salesman off your back, and not gone to war with the Wraiths.
Yay!
Oh, and the last thing you notice is because of basically stories of the Spectre Smashers have spread, and people have dropped off all sorts of donations to the at the public headquarters of the Order of the Orb. So
Yeah,
mark down
an
extra two. Yep, an extra 2 coin.
Ooh.
Because of course you've got that you have got that bit of turf that gives you extra coin if you have an occult operation.
So the insurance
okay,
guy
so
gave
that's
us
the-
4.
That's the fiction towards that, then. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're kind of starting the Spectre Smashers as a front for occult activities.
Yeah, I guess you
That
can.
sounds like Cray might be.
Yeah, so I think for my my trauma, I'm going to take reckless as my second trauma.
Oh dear.
Okay.
I mean, climbing out of a window when you've already got a stabbed stomach is not a good idea. So
Yeah.
we're gonna go with that.
Cray's just chasing that adrenaline high again. So yep, that's the session. Would anyone
So
like
we
to?
got
Well,
4 coin, I think.
you're at 6.
Yeah, that's 6 coin from that one. 'Cause we got
Yeah,
4,
minus
got
2
3.
for Jay's family.
Yeah, I already took that off.
Yeah, that's already been
crew sheet.
paid. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll do XP and stuff and entanglements in the chat after we've raided out. But does anyone want to do any self promo?
Sure. So I run the Cybertopia podcast using my own sci-fi system, Cybertopia. We've got our next episode coming out on next Tuesday. I think we're about 7, 8, maybe 9. I cannot keep count of this. Several episodes into season 2. Been getting all sorts of people from the TTRPG scene to do voice NPCs this season, and it is brilliant. Some of the voiceovers in the next one are amazing, so definitely tune in for that one. Anywhere you find your podcasts.
Lovely. Summer or Knowless, either of you got anything?
I have a Twitch channel that I haven't honestly used in a while, but I keep threatening that I might continue my stream of Fire Emblem, like the first Fire Emblem game that the West got to see. I don't know that I will. Maybe I could just start a different game, I guess. I don't really know.
Fire Emblem. That's
I also have a YouTube channel that I also don't use very much, but it has VODs of the Fire Emblem streams on there. And occasionally I've put like other people's music tracks that I've made like loopable cuts of for like private Roll20 use. I have some of those on there, and miscellaneous D&D stuff maybe. And I'm on Tumblr and Blue Sky. And it's just the Knowlessman is the same username across all of those.
Lovely. And what about you, Summer?
Yeah, I stream once in a while on Twitch. As you can see in chat, my last stream was participating in a weekly racing tournament. It's one of those random things. I think I'm starting a Rosewater playthrough soon, which is a newly released Western point-and-click adventure game. Hoping to start it next week or so. And aside from that, I'm going to start participating in our Nordmark West Marches style D&D 5e campaign again soon, which Bree also DMs in and plays in.
Yep. Hopefully it will be, we've been doing some sort of offline games on there, but hopefully we'll be doing some stream games there as well. I mean, I've been sort of caught up, sorry, you finished, Summer?
Yeah.
Yep, so for my part, obviously, tomorrow I'll be on Nick's channel. That's going to be at 7:30 as well. And that's going to be for the first session of the Book of Dust. It's a follow-up to the original Guild of Icons campaign set 50 years later. Iris, Pixel and I are going to be playing brand new characters, and also introducing the delightful Talia, who will be playing a Chaos Mage, because she is Chaos Incarnate. So drop by to see that.
I'm really excited for that. It's going to be really fun to see it, like a new system that none of us have done on stream before. It's going to be cool. Yeah,
I believe it's I believe we're going to be using webcams, so feel free to drop by if you want to see me actually play TTRPGs with a webcam for the first time in a very long time.
Exciting.
I assume you're cosplaying for it.
Yeah, I'm still working on my cosplay, so it might just be an outfit tomorrow, but I'm going to do the whole thing of slowly working on... Obviously, I'm playing a tiefling, and so I'll be working on a new tiefling cosplay as the game goes on.
Oh, a new one. Cool.
Awesome.
Yep, new character after all.
Oh, fair.
Yep, and next week I'll have my usual the Great Ace Attorney stream on Monday. I think I might throw up a poll to decide if I continue on to the next game in that sort of duology after it's completed, or I start something new. But either way, on Friday will be the first session of my Girl by Moonlight campaign. If you enjoy Blades, it's very similar, but it's basically geared towards magical girls. There's multiple sort of playbooks which determine the genre of the magical girl series in question, and this is more of like a sort of a mystery thing. So think less Sailor Moon, think more sort of Persona or Death Note. Basically, the crew are going to have to solve a conspiracy before it finds them. Should be very interesting and exciting. And that's going to have Keith, Enfys, and Knowless as players.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, they've all sort of more or less rolled their characters, and I'm very excited to run them.
We
Run-
almost
sorry.
got everything. Almost.
Yep. Very excited to run for them. Give Summer Bee her shout out.
Oh, we got Lancer next week as well.
Oh yeah, that's correct. On Thursday, Ben and I, all of us are going to be playing Lancer on Keith's channel.
Yeah, we got like what, 8? Yeah, 8 characters going to be playing in that. It's going to be mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is just going to be sort of a last session for us to trash our mechs, because next license level we get all new ones.
Well, trash our mechs again, Brie.
Okay, now look here, you little... Yes, my character might have let her mech get blown up. Well, not
It was
blown
worth
up.
it.
It was sliced in half. But consider, it was working
bisected.
again.
You should call your next mech Brioche.
Oh, don't worry, I know what I'm going to call my next mech. I've basically got the names of all my mechs planned out.
Oh, really? Oh, mine are all just off the cuff. Oh, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
so the first mech is the Terminal 1.0. The second, this mech is the Terminal 1.2, because it's just gained a couple of,
Oh, you're just versioning. Oh.
yeah. Well, wait and see what I do for the first mech. This
Interesting.
new mech. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, we're going to raid Lazodiac, who's playing Boktai 2, Solar Boy. And now, as familiar with the original Boktai for the Game Boy Advance,
Ooh.
but not so
Boktai.
much Boktai 2. That's right, Solar Boy Django, I think. But yeah, Lazodiac's pretty cool. Long-time friend of mine from various forums. And yeah, just a very fun sort of streamer of lesser well-known games.
Awesome.
Yep. So yeah. Hopefully I'll see you all on Nick's channel. Oh, I'll give him a quick shout out in the chat as well. YouTubers, you probably know where to find his cursedness by now.
And thanks to you, Brie, for hosting the session and DMing.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Or
No problem.
GMing.
Yep. Sorry, this
Okay.
has been a bit slapdash.
Yeah.
Not at all.
It's been a bit of a busy month, so I don't have like the whole
No, that's
sort
all
of video intro that Nick would have had. But I think this is quite not a bad layout. Well, it's literally just Figgy Discord icons and text, but it works.
That's been grand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
But yeah, thank you all for playing. We're going to raid off, so everyone say
Thanks for
goodbye
listening.
in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yawn, yawn.
Okay. And has anyone got anything to say exclusively for the people watching the YouTube VOD?
Oh man, that was so much fun. I can't believe
Critical
you faked
one.
us out.
Yeah, we are.
Faked us out.
Oh,
with
yeah,
the
that
race.
was...
Yeah,
you really
we
got
are
us
still
there.
recording. Just to warn you, if you want to say anything for the YouTube crowd.
Maybe I
and
could
now
just
it's
on mystery dungeon. People like those.
Okay. Well, like, comment, and subscribe. Have a lovely have a lovely whatever time of the day you're watching this.